Air Heroes and Mask goes for the intercept. He sees it.
Headcrash is paying attention though. He spends all of his energy.
Yeah,
okay, this is going to be a huge commit on a Barrows kill. Captain SC, Headcrash, all three evil factions are here. Exo needs to do something, but he does have his arm stashed away at Karn Doom.
It's moving at Karn. I'm going to focus on the fight here. Headcrash just clicks the base, or SD just clicks the base. Not a bad call.
It dies here. There's too much mass. Actually, no, it doesn't die. But Headcrash coming in from the south. Now it's dead. Now it's dead. Friend actually does get gooped and killed. That is a huge loss. But Golden Bull does die in that arm. Amar arm does go down. Emissary dies in that giant chase, and Arthur goes down. The huge dive actually goes unpunished. Cookie loses barely any HP on his heroes. Holy. Oh my god!
He's just not microing it.
Minaglar, no! Crazy Crip typing diff. Crazy Crip typing diff, no. Hello everyone, this is a best of 5 game for the 2023 Summer Tournament of Rise of the Witch King. We have Team Zookie versus Team Headcrash, and after a very lengthy argument over who guessed what subs, we are finally into the first game of our series. We have Team Zookie, I believe, on the good team, and Team Headcrash on the evil team. Without further ado, let us begin this first game in a series of very many. Right now, we are playing at around 1 a.m. EST, and for a lot of other people, for Europeans, it's also like 6 in the morning right now, so we're kind of not at our peak operating times. We might start to get a little bit lethargic, let's say, near the end of this tournament, but hopefully we can keep the energy going very strong for as long as we can. Without further ado, let's wait for this loading screen to finish up and get into the game, which might take a while. We have a lot of people in this lobby.
This is gonna be a banger game.
Yeah, my co-caster today will be Explosive. We do have Horace kind of just in a support role. He's our soundboard man, so we might be seeing a few funny haha voice lines at pristine moments.
We're expecting big ones, Horace.
I'm gonna bump up Explosive's volume just a little bit.
I'm telling you guys, I got money on Zookie, okay? If I was a betting man, I think this is theirs to lose here. Headcrash we're just gonna player vision, right?
It's automatic now, so you don't even need to bother with that. Alright, let us begin. We have, for Team Zookie, Zoom on Arphadyne, Cookie on Elves, Exodus on Western Gondor, and Crazy Crepe on Cardolan. So Exodus playing 2 factions this game, which is going to be very interesting to see. Meanwhile, for Team Headcrash, we have Headcrash, Amar, Captain SD, Misty, and Orange Evilman. So Orange does open up with a recall into the bottom side of Lothlorien, and Headcrash also pressuring the top side. Cookie is going to be on the top side of Lothlorien, pushing away Headcrash, but Orange is going to get a little bit of uncontested pushing before Exodus does show up, and now he is here. So this push is kind of dead in the water with 2 factions defending Lothlorien.
Misty R manages to cross, and they do ping it out so they know. And he gets quite a lot of push on hulls. Not bad. This is how you like to see the opening. Ideally, one of these people should have been hitting Law, though. If you're ever going for the East opening, you want one of those 3 to hit Law, because then the 2 people at Lothlorien can't defend. And since Gondors usually immediately throw their archery to Lothlorien, if you hit Law, it's usually undefended.
Yep, that is true, and good for Captain SD to be making a lot of uncontested pushing on hulls while 2 factions are taken up at Loft. Meanwhile, Zoom just used that time to actually grab these feed cannons to the west of Eastern Rudar, but did not actually push any amount of spawns. We do see Elves actually going in on Central and Red Freedom camps, so we might be seeing a early Orange death here. Orange being Evilman, not Crazy Crepe.
Larry, you do know that Crepe is just pronounced crap, right?
Okay, Big Duke called it Crepe once, and I'm like, okay, he probably... I assumed that he was like pronouncing it right, so I started imitating him, because either way, even if it's not Crepe... Oh, okay, a lot of free damage on the Chieftain Dunland. Orange not quite paying attention there. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's Crepe or Crepe, but it's more fun to say Crepe.
It's just Crepe.
Okay, I'm gonna keep saying Crepe though. You can't stop me.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure like you actually like understood that, because I wasn't sure if that was an intentional thing or not.
You better not let Dr. Maggie hear you saying that.
Oh yeah, the French room will get upset.
No, Big Duke has all the best pronunciation practices. I'm just imitating Big Duke.
What the? I don't know what Headcrash is doing this game. He's like really trying to kill Lob, but he's absolutely achieving nothing. And then he's also recalling way early. It seems like they had a plan to do some kind of east thing. Maybe not necessarily like go east, but like.
I mean, we don't actually see any gases in the spawns here. I'm not really sure what's happening. Ooh, Evil Min Arb does go down. I think, yeah, over here actually at Western Rudar, I think Zoom Zoom was able to sit on top of that and grab it as it was crossing. But we might be seeing a Western Rudar kill here because the Elven Arb was too busy attacking his Enid wife. Evil is going to have a bit of time without elves actually intervening here, which probably will result in this spawn dying. And indeed, the last spawn on the, or cannon on the spawn does go down here, so we are going to see Western Rudar go down.
Cookie killed the Evil Men Arb at Enid. That was.
Oh, that was Cookie. Okay.
Yeah. So they traded West Rudar for the Arb, and generally that's worth. I think it's okay.
Yeah, that is okay. I thought it was over here.
Nope. Yeah, that was like the big brain play there. Cookie managed to get the Arb south, which I do like. Just splitting them up because Orange is really committing to Loft heavily here, and I think he's not moving his second Arb south. His second Arb's still at East Rudar, so Orange is kind of abandoning south, and his gas is south. It's in Enid, so I'm not sure if that's the play he really wants to be making here, but it's the play he's sticking with. Cookie's second Arb is at Loft, which is working for the situation, and Zoom's second Arb is a little far back. Cookie shouldn't be needing to defend this, especially since SD is now just getting free push on Mirkwood, which is a little bit of mispositioning on good Arbs there. Zoom calling out the stench of Korean gameplay, and for some reason Orange is really heavily defending East Rudar without any gas in it. Which I'm not sure why.
That is quite an odd one. Orange might be a bit more of a defensive EM, I have noticed a little bit. Although, curiously, he hasn't actually gotten Khan's Armaments, which I really did expect from him this game. But no, I'm pretty sure he's going for faster Nazgul instead.
Yeah, I think they're just going straight Naz. I don't necessarily hate it. I think Khan's Armaments is just a little too good to pass up on. That being said, I think the faster Naz is fine, especially if you think you can get it. The problem is that I don't know if Orange is going to get it. He hasn't killed anything, like, at all. East Starbad was done by SD. He's gotten not a lot of money. He's only gotten Loft Cannon, so it doesn't look super hot for him there.
Yeah, like when you're going for Naz, you don't want to spend too much time defending because you need to get that feed.
What I think they're trying to do is really just fund him at 10. That being said, you should be going armaments then. You could also maybe be putting some pressure on Gondor instead of just AFK. I really don't like this.
Yeah, that's okay. He was moving his Zarb, so to be fair, although he is also just walking. Oh no, he's going for Starbad. Meanwhile, Captain SD is actually going to clear Merc for basically free. This is a relatively early Merc. Only 740 and it's about to go down.
That's a Kirdan too, by the way, in case you didn't notice.
Yeah, I did see that. Are they going for a ride this game? I mean, I'd assume they have a strat planned out, and ride would be pretty fun. And ooh, Headcrush actually did get to jump on LaFlorent here, and he might actually be getting the spawn if, not quite. I don't think Morg's Confused was actually off CD there.
I don't want to leak anything. However, Zoom did ask me for some cooked strats. He asked me if he wanted, he's like, Explo, should I cook in game 1 or 2? And I was like, that's up to you. And then he said, okay, but if I cook, how hard should I cook? And I told him to burn the map. So we could be seeing some crazy things. I'm not sure exactly what he's decided on, but a ride would not be out of the realm of possibility.
I would love to see Twins in a competitive game. That would be very fun.
Twins would be funny. I should have told him to go lumber. I'm trolling. Clearly. That is going to be Wayne Rider though. So.
Yep. So no Naz, I believe. I don't remember seeing it come out. Nope.
There it is.
Yeah, Naz denied, and not even Khan's Armaments to show for it. That's not ideal for Orange. He might be going LoTR to replace the Naz, maybe, but he's going to be behind for sure.
It's partially so brutal since he actually spent so much time defending it just to get nothing out of it with 45 seconds left. Like,
you never want to see that.
No, he's accomplished nothing. Like, if you look at Miners, right? Luckily has only lost 1 of its 3 entrance cannons. Law's only lost 3 here. They've done work on Law, but it's not even dead yet. And then River has not even been stripped, so they've only killed these Starband. That was mainly by SD. Orange has not accomplished a lot this game. He's just been defending spawns that don't have value except for Naz, and he didn't even get funded for and or try to fully defend Naz. Like, if you're going to commit to defend for Naz, fine, but you have to actually just sit there and defend for Naz. I don't think it's good. Yeah. If you're going to do it, you better do it, and he did not do it. Maybe losing his third arm was a big part of that.
Cookie's actually getting a ton of progress on his inner spawn, so he's dying even faster than he normally would be.
Well, especially with end weight gas, like, you hate to see that. Elves just kind of sat on him. SD, now it's kind of one of those things, right? Because you're thinking, okay, what's Misty doing if Elves full pushing EM? And Misty is actually doing things. He's gotten 2 spawns down, Merc and Hulls, and then he also helped on West Rudar. Now, after that, though, I'm not too sure exactly what he's done, because everything looks to be pretty healthy. I think he's just been healing for a
I think
little
he
bit.
has been sitting for a little bit here. I'm not sure where he went.
But it looks like, yeah, there it is. So they're pinging the ARB south. Yeah, he's coming south, which seems to be
that
the
makes
plan.
sense. That's probably the next
Naz
play.
on Angmar. Which one did he get?
I think it was Jinder. I think I saw.
I can't see it, so I'm gonna say
no, it's actually Aduna, Beth.
It is
Okay,
Aduna, there it is.
Aduna Aang completely changed the matchup. Zoom Zoom has already fully lost Western Rudar here, so we might be seeing the Slytherin clear on Fornos soon. One thing that does kind of irk me, though, is that LaFlorent hasn't actually gotten Nenya yet, despite so many pushes on it.
I think that's fine. I think at this point you don't want to spend the money to invest in an Nenya. I think it's too far gone.
I don't actually think so. All 4 cannons are
right,
alive,
yeah.
so and most of their HP is for shield. So I think Nenya is actually a huge amount of value here. It kind of undoes all the progress Evil made in the early game. Ooh, Huntmaster a little bit exposed in the front of the spawn there. I think if Evil actually clicked him, he would be super dead right now.
2 things to consider, Larry. First off, Ubatha on Evil. Second off, going Nenya is not because it has all the cannons, so the spawn will actually still be pretty defensible. And actually be pretty tanky regardless. The bigger problem is that when you get Nenya, generally the ARBs leave, and since it's already so stripped, it'll probably just die. That's like the bigger problem.
Yeah. Although they're about to clear out Dolls, so if Doll gets destroyed, an aim on Lank build would be very strong. I think they're going to be cooking up something involving Kiridan instead.
Lank would be good. I do think Lank would be good. I think Evil's clearly looking for an Evil Ost here with Angmar pushing the eastern side of Barbad, though.
Yeah, for sure.
At least they're threatening. I don't know if they're actually going to fully go for it, but they're definitely threatening that. Let's see where Evil Mengas goes now, and it is max, and it's just going to be a Dunless. This is a pretty standard EM game, especially since Krebs focusing heavily on Eastern Rudar, so a good read by Orange, at least on that side, to keep his gas alive as long as possible. Headcrash should just be going max Angmar, which isn't bad.
Yeah,
I actually think it's...
Yep, no gas on Karn Doom, so that actually frees him up to rotate a bit more, although Zoom Zoom actually hasn't been punishing him a lot for his rotates. Instead, he's been rotating to other places instead of going Karn.
Well, Headcraft has spent pretty much all of his resources on Loth, and it hasn't died.
Yeah, so that's also
like,
very rough to see. Although Captain SD might be finishing off the spawn here, so that might be the hopes of our Aimlon Link actually dashed. I don't see how this lives here.
Yeah, they are going for it. They're clicking, and then Orange does come in beside. I do like how Orange is playing this game by rotating out with his teammates, although that's going to be Khan.
Yeah.
Cookie did
that is
right. Yeah, that was worried there.
Does actually go down to Captain SD there. That's actually a pretty rough loss by Exodus. And Glorp dies. That means they can't go ride if that was the play.
Yeah, no ride. And there goes Loth as well. So a big push by Evil there.
Yeah, honestly, though, like, I think if Nenya was up there, that spawn doesn't go down, and it's so hard to push it, and they're about to lose Doll. I think Nenya actually was the play, even with, like, the partial strip on the cannons. The
For that push would have really helped, yeah. The problem I'm thinking is that, I mean, at least if you're technically playing optimally, the ARBs move after Nenya comes out, right? That's part of, like, the... Because then you can
But then, like, you kind of want the ARBs to be elsewhere anyways, because then you can cover other people. So it's still, like, positive.
Well, oh, no, it's a win for good. It would just be at least killable for Evil.
Yeah, it would be killable. I don't think they will be able to kill any time before the 30-minute mark, though. So I think it was definitely the play there, but he's cooking. Cookie's cooking.
Evil is pinging out Min, but oh my god, Cookie's looking for SD's ARB. They do see it. He's recalling on.
We might be getting something here. Thranduil does go kind of down, but Dunling actually dies for so much mass there. Walder dies. And Captain SD comes in to try and clean up, but nothing's gonna go down here. He's just here a little bit too late. Not even the ARB. No, the ARB doesn't actually go down. What was the loss there? I think Dunchief Walder. Khan was already dead.
Ostier and an ARB.
Yeah, Ostier, ARB.
Yeah, and Cookie did.
That was rough.
Cookie did leave Crep out to like dry there.
Quite a bit. Yeah, I think they could have done that a lot better. I think they might have been able to pull clear EM with the way that Orange or Orange tried to dive that.
To be fair, SD also got really scared because of his ARB. If he had just immediately recalled with Orange and they fought together, that would have been a lot nicer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Although it looks like they're just going Artigore for EM, so EM still does have
that's
two
still
heroes.
Pretty salvageable. If they grab Aaronborn and this push along with it, that's pretty good progress.
Zoom already in position, I like that with the R. Oh, Angmar's here too. We're getting some nice. Honestly, I like this though by Evil to bring Angmar in. That actually really helps. I think they could still get Voin.
Yeah, Born's dead here no matter what. I don't see how Born lives here.
It's nice to bring Aang in. I like that, just to at least hold Min for a little bit. Keeping Min alive as long as possible is actually a pretty big deal.
Yeah,
it's
this
really
sets
nice
up the Barrow's push if
really
ends up leaving. And also, we did see Mifarandir come out for Arpiding. That is going to be Gandalf.
Yeah, I think that looks like probably just Círdan because it's an easy, safe build, and then Gandalf, although they're not giving the ring to Gandalf, which is a mistake.
Yeah,
because it's just really, really good.
Gandalf is so much better at poking than Círdan. It's almost always, even though Círdan does get kind of scarily low without the ring. Meanwhile, Exodus is just pushing down Yor. He's been getting a lot of this AFK pushing done, but it's very effective right now.
Ooh, look at that. Spoilers by SD. Thank you, SD. I appreciate that.
Yep, we did see Ugalai Gas earlier in the game, and that is going to be North Downs going down. Okay.
Arth's healthy.
Arth is kind of healthy, yeah, but Headcrash still has full ball and Aduna, which changes the map so much.
It does, but it's also 5-hero Arth and the spawn.
Yeah, 5-hero Arth does make it a lot easier to defend. Even without
it looks like they are really just trying to make Orange be the bulwark here. I don't mind it.
Yeah, like Orange with only 2 heroes, he kind of has to turtle. He can't actually push.
Maybe like making good progress.
1 spawn.
And what Good needs to realize here is in this situation when Evil Man's clearly kind of committing to a turtle and is only on 2 heroes, that you actually just want to ignore Evil Man. You really want to be hitting Misty. You want to be hitting Angmar here. So I don't know if they're going to do that because everyone really likes to just kind of tunnel and think, okay, cool, I will now kill EM, right? And when EM's so weak that they can't really fully punish you, and if you're gonna hit EM, you have to split up. I don't want to see 3 people pushing Dun here.
Yeah, like pushing Dun here is such a trap. Oh, we are going to see a huge battle at Tharbad, but Captain SC is forced to recall out with 3 factions here, so nothing really comes of it. And Exodus did have that right thought. He isn't going for EM anymore. He's actually starting work on Goblin Town, so...
Exactly what you want to do.
Orange Headcrash ARBs down at Western Gondor. We're going to see a Western Gondor rotate here, and I don't actually think Good has many ARBs in the area at all. No, I think it's just Western Gondor to defend this. So Exodus has to fight his heart out to defend this.
Yeah. Zoom's ARB is on card.
Sorcery coming out for Heart Crash. That's an interesting one.
He's looking to full rotate, and I don't think that Good is really in a position to fully punish this. Zoom is recalling. Looks like they're going to try to push Dunland here, which since EM is on Exo, that is a good response. I don't mind it in this situation. Morg does get taken pretty low, but manages to escape. Courineer.
Courineer is going to go down there.
Target does not get him because the lifeboat is good. Exo is showing a little bit signs of washness after playing some beautiful pun matches earlier today. Maybe the pressure of the tournament situation is getting to him.
He also did lose Courineer at Lothlorien earlier for not many results as well. I also do want to mention that Morgamir there, ironically, he actually would have died if Morgul Sorcery did not actually come out. So that was actually a really good play for Headcrash. He went down to 80 HP.
That's fair.
And Morgul Sorcery Shield is 170 with levels. We do see Crazy Crepeg going for Ended Wife, stripping down the western side. So EM is going to lose a bit for this push, but Orange is actually back to defend now that Captain SD has come to replace him.
Oh, Zoom making the call to just ignore Exo.
Actually forces the evil recall by dropping Blackroot Veil on them. That was actually a very interesting play. I don't dislike that. That bought Exodus some time, although that was 2,700, so I'm not really sure if that's even worth it in the long term.
Orange Arb at Dunland. Does Zoom see it? Zoom does, but Orange also sees it. Beautiful. Good job by both sides for actually paying attention to what they're moving. I appreciate that. It's just, as I said, I really don't want to see you pushing Dunland here. They're committing their 2 strongest members.
They're committing, two factions going on Dunland, but Orange is here to defend it. I'm not sure if this actually works. Cookie is kind of low on Galadriel as well, and Arvaleg is low. There's a few low heroes here, and Orange is doing a good job cannon targeting.
Exo's also coming. Okay, it looks like they're just trying to 4-man EM. So, I mean, hey, I said to ignore EM, but at least if you're going to commit, they're
brute forcing it, and this might actually work out.
Arg almost goes down to turrets, but Crep is doing a lot of damage to Enid proper. That's almost dead and is strippable. Although here comes Headcrash onto Fornos, and he's going to get punished.
Argleb actually does go down to the cannons. That is very rough for Zoom right there. And meanwhile, he is going to be training out Fornos here now that Captain SC has recalled in to back up Fornos. I think, Fornos is definitely going down this push unless somebody else comes to rotate on and defend Fornos, which I don't think anyone is. That was such a botch. Yeah, once again, the Dunland Honey Trap just backfires for Good. It's just too risky. You divert too much of your map presence to Dunland when you're pushing it, and it really opens you up to a punish. And we might be seeing Arvala going down here as well, and yet indeed he does go down to that double charge.
Oh no! Good's crumbling. Good's crumbling. Although, you remember Cookie and Zoo. They said they were going to cook, and they said they might cook.
Let's Let's see what the dish is.
Dun builds A tier because of
Oh, Orange's
There's
ARB is going to get dived
Exo.
on, and he is going to be recalled out. Now, he is here to defend it, and Exos is really low, so I don't actually think he can finish off Dunda's push.
Well, they're going to get
But Orange
medic.
does actually lose a medic there to just suicide. That medic walked up there like nobody business. Meanwhile, the Head Crash is actually going in on Thurbad because the other two good factions are over here defending, or not defending, attacking Dunland. So that is Thurbad going down. Evil Lost is
Evil
opened
Lost.
up. And
He's
I don't think
recalling
Evil
out,
has
though.
spent money in quite a while, so I think they have the funds for this. Numenos also might be going down. Good had such a nice position going into the mid game here, but they have crumbled so much in the last few minutes.
I didn't actually know Golf could buy Evil Lost. That's kind of fun. I thought it was just which King of Morgan.
I know it's Gulf, Artigor, Rogash, and then the other two. But yeah, double Naz, we do
Naz.
see it. That is a huge power spike for Evil.
Huge.
I don't. The dish that Cookie's cooking up has to be really, really good for
I think they're cooking
Good
game
to
2.
come back here.
I think they're cooking game 2.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
think they're
Although,
cooking this game anymore.
why would you buy Kirdan first? Is my question. Like, I guess it's
I don't
not
think it's
a
horrible.
bad buy. It's not awful, but there were a lot of better situational buys there.
It's similar to going guard over Kuranir. It's like people underrate it because his stats are worse, but getting
Yeah,
something quicker is valuable.
Yeah, but it's like 1,500 difference between Kirdan and Iwindil, especially
Yeah.
on elves, which lacks like single target range damage. I think you always go Iwindil if you're playing generalists. Like you might go Kirdan if you want to go for the build, but I don't think if you're playing super competitively that you ever get Kirdan over Iwindil, in the same way that you would get Gardas, Western Gondor.
I think that's fair. And this is now just a game of Evil needing to make a couple really big mistakes
Yeah,
to throw this.
this might be attrition game if anything. I think Good is forced on the defensive a lot more now.
I agree. And even Exo's falling for the trap. Like, you just don't want to keep poking in here. At least they're going to get ended, though, which is...
Yeah. Wilmer, you shouldn't be talking right now.
It's okay. He's not revealing any, like, trap things, so...
Yeah, but it's like distracting the players. It should be done.
So
Okay,
we need
Captain
to-
SD and Amor going in on Arpadan right here. Cookie is at a Numenos, but that actually does leave Amonsul exposed, so that is probably going to be the spawn going down, unless Crazy Prepet
Already
can do a lot of work here
position.
trying to defend it.
He's doing a horrible job, but it's just kind of one of those things where it's like you can't actually beat.
Yeah, like the Amor
All this
hero
math.
advantage. Wait, is Headcrash pushing with only 3 heroes? Oh,
is.
Kamul and Morgar are healing. Okay, that evens up
Yeah.
a bit more.
No medics either, which means at least the damage he's doing right now is kind of permanent.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is that Krep's only on 2 spawns. 3 spawns with Bridge. Not a good situation for
Yeah.
Cart. Exo's pushed all the way to Eric, and he's down 2 heroes. Arth doesn't have Thornos at 25. Kind of feels like a Cookie carry, but we're going to need to see Cookie actually do some carry in here. Oh, a good click on a Gore kill. Not a bad start, okay, but then
Yeah,
manages
that's
to
not
pull away.
awful, not awful.
I think Good should just be full taking this fight. Good. I'm
Yeah,
glad that they
and
did.
Evil
They're
makes
little hesitant, though.
maybe the right play there, just pulling out of it, not taking the risk, not losing a ton of mass for it either. I think that was pretty good for them. Amonsul did actually go down that push.
100% the correct play. 110% the correct play.
And this is also
Dunland-
about the time in the game where Evil has the mass and the resources available to really start going in on Cause of Dooms, so that might be Cookie's main safe spawn going down very soon.
Oh, they should
He
be
does
pushing
have a
into
max,
Karn.
so yeah, those are Dwarven Lords. So it's a very important spawn for him indeed.
Pushing into Karn here is so sad. It's just like there's no gas, and then you're also like the Morgul sorcery and everything. It's just this is like where you really don't
Yeah,
want to be
and
pushing
Cartman
Karn.
almost goes down
Karn
there as
does
well.
get low. Aaron Chief
Oh,
is 100% dead.
Kamul
He tried
actually
to
doesn't
turn.
go down there, but oh no! Headcrash stops walking
Oh.
back, but that is going to be Malvagil and Carpane traded for Kamul, so I think that's still very nice for Headcrash.
I'll take a 3-for-1 man any day. That's
Yeah, 3 for
awesome.
1, that's
Hero sense is so big.
huge.
I think that was Minaglar 2.
Yeah,
as
Minaglar
well.
did die
Oh, no,
earlier,
no,
so
no,
I think
Minaglar's
that's Hot
alive.
Mass.
Minaglar's alive.
Oh no, okay, it was him, Hot Master, not Minaglar. So Good is in an awful position now.
Yeah.
They had like such a good position up until like the 23-24 minute mark. It's insane how really strong positions can just swing so wildly just due to one really bad push. Western
Well, the big
Gondor
thing-
actually goes down in front of Cause of Doom. That was awful timing for Exodus. We are going to see that Cause of Doom push coming in right now. Captain SD does have the strength and the mass to do it.
this is just an example of really small mistakes costing you games, because EXO losing Earner doesn't feel like a big deal, but it just slows the entire game down. It means he can't take fights quite as easily. Okay, Karsh goes down, but that's not
Karsh goes down at a Numenos, but that is going to be a Numenos going down. Cookie actually defending the Numenos instead of Cause of Doom. That's going to give Evil all of these cannons for basically free. Uwapa does goes down. I think Captain Musty might have pushed him in, but at this point it doesn't even matter. Good also lost a few heroes to cannons, so it kind of just evens it out. Oh, Great Goblin might be going down here. Yep, he paths to the south side and gets demolished.
Oh, okay. Can he get Rogash too?
Oh, Rogash? No. Not quite. I think if Thranduil chased there, he might have gone down to 3 air heroes.
The biggest mistake that Good made here is that after Loft died, is that Artharb went to card instead of down to Gondor. And
oh yeah, they left Gondor alone. Although to be fair, EXO didn't actually lose a ton. And okay, nice positional play. I think Gladden is a very nice spawn to have here. Just delays Cause of Doom a bit more, forces forces Evil to just siege a bit longer than they otherwise would have. Gives good factions a better position to defend from now that the Cause of cannons are all stripped. That's a very nice buy to play, I would say.
This is such a game that feels like could be playable if Good had Rally and 2 arbs on Gondor, but Gondor's down 2 heroes, no Rally, 1 arb.
I don't know, I think Headcrash is too strong, even if Ernir was still alive and EXO didn't lose the second arb. I don't actually think this is winnable for them. Headcrash is scaling out the roof now.
Mordorith should be coming out soon.
Mordorith's as well. Like, he's just down Kamul. Like, Karsh doesn't really matter too much. It's just Kamul being down, which isn't the worst considering he got traded 3 for 1.
Yeah, you did a 3 for 1. You're pretty happy with that trade.
You're always going to be happy with that.
Kamul might have even been able to live, but even then, 3 for 1 is completely fine.
Yeah, Morgan might be going down here with that greedy dive, but luckily, since the mass is down, I don't think he got much.
Witch King!
Witch King! Oh, too many heroes here. Headcrash punching far above his weight, but it actually doesn't get punished for it. Interestingly enough.
That's a tough dive, and it's something you just can't quite do because of Thran's squishiness, which is quite unfortunate.
Oh, Carlin Special Transport. Good is bleeding arbs left and right now. That's very bad for them.
Orange is playing a beauty. After his lackluster start, he's turned around despite losing some heroes at that really bad fight at Endway. He's done some good plays. He's been a rock. He's been really defensive. Gotten some hero kills. Done what he needed to do, especially since Good decided to just keep ramming their head into Dunland, which is, once again, just
like all things considered, like all things considered, if you're ever behind as Evilman, just go Dunland, and it's such a high value buy relative to your strength.
Yeah, and it also mind controls people. Like as I've said before, Dunland is so OP because it just decides to mind control people and into attacking it, right? And that's what makes it like quite busted.
Oh yeah, in case we didn't notice, Jinder Dondef did actually come out for Orange. I think he grabbed it from Enedwife before it died. I'm not sure when that happened. Naz. Oh wait, yeah, it was double Naz. I'm dumb. I forgot about that.
I think they spent like 10 pushes on Dunland and it's still alive. Like you're just
EXO's actually still going on Dunland.
Well, they've not, and not only that, they also lost 2 heroes for it as well. Oh, killing the
Headcrash losing his ARP here does buy Good a lot of time.
This matters. This matters a ton.
This means this is the only real push that Headcrash gets to make on Gondor for quite a while now, but Left Away is going to go down.
Headcrash, I know he actually means it, but low-key putting some flames on the fire with a little bit of BM there. Cookie, I don't know why he decided to bring his arm all the way around.
Cookie's tilted. Cookie is tilted.
Yeah.
What is...
Cookie is actually playing a decent game. Just clicking golf. Oh, but Headcrash does the turn. Clicks on Morgan instead.
Morgan does not actually go down there.
What was Morgan's
Headcrash making a lot of really greedy dives and never being punished for it.
50 HP, and once again, Morgul Sorcery saves Morgamir for the 2nd time this game.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Captain SD was able to one-push down Gladden while they were all there. Roomgar is gonna get denied.
Orange is 2v1ing at Ost. Oh no.
I think we're seeing a lot of overcommitments by Good here on the defensive this game, and that gives Captain SD so many windows of opportunity to just punish that. He's gotten so many free pushes because Good was just overcommitting to defensives, or overcommitting to attacks, as we saw with Dunland at the 23 or so minute mark.
Well, this is a brutal spot. You have a maxed Angmar, Gunda's getting gassed, Berserkers are next gas. It's probably going to be Etten is gas as well. I would not be shocked to see Mountain Giants coming out soon. Got Karn almost max
as well.
Yeah, Dunn has not died yet, and he's just going to sit there for the rest of the game because what else should he do? And EXO, despite being a decent player, is not thinking like one nor playing like one this game, and has decided to just single micro Adriel. I mean, I know that is more pedantic because I don't think this game is actually really winnable for them, but it does just make the game so much harder. He's just massing and not really doing much, just wasting EM time, but EM's time is made to be wasted in this situation. We're going to really need to see maybe Angmar go down here from Cookie. I really don't want Cookie to be pushing Goblin Town here, but if he can get a good turn, he needs to recall out here actually.
Yeah, he does need to recall out. He's being cornered. Okay. I don't see how Angmar dive is possible. Ice and Gobbo, Graham are still all up. There's just too many cannons between the Cookie's potential dive and Angmar.
It's brutal. I mean, that's just like kind of like the only thing you have left, though, right? It's like you need to get something like that done, and something like that seems pretty impossible at the moment.
Yeah. Like we're very close. We're very quickly approaching an unwinnable game state for good right here. If we're not already there.
Yeah, I think we're mostly there. I think this is a game that stole some hope because you killed Headcrash's second ARB, and that hope needs to be COD living for maybe 20 more minutes alongside 2 evil bases dying in the next 10. And even then, it still looks pretty bad. But that'll at least give you some kind of hope, because Zoom, since Headcrash on 1 ARB, Zoom can actually stall him for a little bit. And EM is apparently being forced AFK by 1 hero Adriel, right? So if Cookie and all of Exo's mass can team up while Crep stalls Orange, they can actually do some damage to SD. Now, how much are they going to get done, right? Because they need to get something valuable, and an ungassed Mirkwood is not valuable. And that's a nice another actually buy. I really like the Mirkwood buy here. I don't mind it. It may have been better just to get another hero, but the buy is not bad. Pushing Etten is good. Yeah, but they're just going Gobbo again. It's not gassed. It's not really
it's
worth
like Good really can't be wasting his mass and strength on like irrelevant spawns like this. And there's too many important spawns to go for.
Dunland again. At least they get Ost for this, I guess. That's something.
Yeah, but Ost has lived for so long. It should have died 20 minutes ago.
Well, it doesn't. It also doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
It's nice to deny his gas. Oh my God, is Morg gonna live again? Morg finally goes.
Oh no, okay, he does die.
Morg got what he deserved from all the silly escapes he had this game.
Yeah, he has taken a beating. Headcrash did not deserve to not have him die so many times over. Okay, I think Cookie is going to intervene on this Evandem push. That is going to deny the Evandem kill for a little bit longer, but the cannons are stripped here. It's not going to last. Wait, he's just attacking Fornos instead of defending Evandem? That's going to be the spawn dying if he doesn't defend Zoom Zoom here.
No, not necessarily.
Oh, that's a really big overexposure of Mithrandir. Yeah, I think the spawn's dead here if Cookie doesn't come up. What is he doing? Cookie, defend your team.
Fornos or help his team, but he's choosing nothing instead, and he's just sitting there while...
But yeah, he's not even pushing Fornos right now. What's happening? I suppose the game's already over, but like... Oh.
You want to at least see some kind of, right, gusto, some gumption from the team here. And right now,
I think if Headcrash is more aggressive there and actually blinks over Adunabeth, Mithrandir or wherever Dewey dies.
I think she dies in recompense, though. But
not quite. There's 1 cannon there and 2 heroes. I think he gets 1 and recalls out. She has the HP for her. She's max. Or he. Technically, it's a he. I always get confused by the model.
Go by model. Everyone knows model, you know?
Yeah, everybody calls Golf a she as well.
Yeah.
Crazy Crepet trying to get as much done as he can, like clearing out the Eastern Radar cannons to open up his push on Etmors, but only leaning Glar to do this is not sustainable. Cause of Doom died a little while ago. We did see on 500 HP a few minutes ago, so it was only a matter of time. Captain SD scaling out of the roof, Headcrash scaling out of the roof. I think it's hopeless for good. There's no way they win this.
Martel is a good unit, I hear. Exo's correct. Martel is probably the best unit.
Yeah, I've heard. It's basically their only hope. If Exo can somehow get like a pentakill, maybe they can come back.
See, this is another game where if Martel does get bought, people will be like, wow, look how bad Martel is, but it's just Martel being bought when games are like impossible.
Moonlord does actually, and Ginger, okay, that's a disastrous push for Orange. I don't think it's enough to swing the game at all, but it is very nice to pick up. Cookie is actually going into that carry role, if only he actually intervened on Evandem.
Yeah, I think that was a complete missed opportunity. At least Fornost could die here.
No, Headcrash is in the area.
But he still hasn't bought Agendaur. And if you can deny that, it matters. There's Martel, though.
Yep.
Boom, boom. Beacons have been lit.
But at this point, does the game even last 7.5 more minutes? I don't really think it does.
It does last 7.5 more minutes. I just don't think Martel is enough to change the outcome. That's the bigger problem, is that Good doesn't have the hero or mass capital to actively kill a faction on Evil, considering Misty and Angmar are functionally full power. Headcrash is down 2 heroes, yes, but he's full mass, and Misty is just full power. He's down Gobbo and Naz, but the starting Misty Ball minus Gobbo can still do quite a lot of work, and they're full power. You know, maybe with Mardil, though, I mean, if they can kill Dunland, we actually might have a game. All of a sudden, with that cookie trade. Actually, now that I'm looking at the entire state, Dunland is a high priority kill right now. Or Etten. Etten or Dunland, game starts looking a little bit more interesting.
I mean, yeah, actually, Exo does have kind of a lot of mass still. Orphank, Laha, Lamadon, Eric. That's enough to contest with at least one faction, actually.
Yeah, and remember, Headcrash is on 1 ARB still. He's decided to buy Agandar instead of a second ARB.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I think that funding that he got was for the ARB, and instead he kind of ends the game by grabbing Agandar. That's definitely not the play right here, even if it can be denied.
Him stronger. He can fight people better, but
you don't really need it at this point. You can fight people anyways, and you're not going to be able to turn doubles by just having an extra Agandar. So I don't think that's a play ever.
Killing before Car would be cool. I completely agree. Are they looking to buy Moria here? He's just slowly stripping. Oh, Exo's lifeboat lives though. And Cookie is recalling in. I like that by Cookie. Denying a Moria buy here is really big, but it does leave Exo and Crep out to dry on the Dunland push. If Dunland doesn't die, it gets so much harder. Oh, Headcrash did rebuy a second ARB. Hey, maybe I just missed it, but he is back south. Cookie's looking for a flank. Orange ARB on the mounds. Does Cookie see it? He does not see it. Orange sees it himself and decides to leave. Really smart job. There's Evil Fornos going down. Exo is defending decently well. Orange is deciding to push the cliffs with Artigor only. Please kill Dunland. Cookie, just clip the base. Screw the mask, clip the base. Yes. There we go.
That's Dunland going down
big.
here.
That's big.
That
Orange is
out a bit more.
For cliff turrets. And Exo's actually holding Headcrash. Another big play by Cookie. And
Cookie has actually sieging the initiative here. Capnessy, I'm not sure what he's doing here. He might be grabbing the money before he actually buys Moria, because he definitely has the money here, right? For Moria? I think he just wants to grab the value from these cannons.
Maybe he does. I'm surprised he hasn't just bought it yet, but I mean, at this point, you shouldn't buy it, but with how much money you could get, it was just earlier, right? It kind of just made a lot of sense to buy Moria. I think buying Moria actually keeps Dunland alive, so I'm kind of surprised they didn't. But
Gorkill's flying over to Beacon. He actually doesn't have the money for it.
Yeah, and I still think this game is evil favored, but
heavily evil favored. There's no way it's not.
Heavily evil favored.
Yeah.
Heavily evil favored, but Good actually has some play here, especially with Mardil coming. The problem is that 3 of them are not spawning mass compared to the 2 of Evil. Now, this is a game that Kex says he would Giga carry, so let's see if we can put that to the test right here. Is Kex in call? Can he lend some insight on how to carry a game like this?
All right, we're going to see a call in here, I suppose.
Yeah, he's not here, but if Kex was here, because Kex was saying that this is very similar to the game that we played against Kex, except Evil's actually a little bit weaker in this game, and Kex said he could carry it, so... Edelon OP. Edelon is kind of OP, and Andoran Warrior slap. I mean, minus 50 damage. Pretty busted.
Those are all the warriors dead now, so that's like, what, like 30 minutes of Andoran Warrior mask gone in 5 seconds?
Yeah. I have no more words. You are correct.
They're OP if you could spawn more of them, but there's not a lot of them on the map.
Now, while I didn't like them hitting Gobbo earlier, it is exposed now, and that should be dying soon. Exo can stall for a while here, and this is pretty much the vast majority of Orange's mass. I know he's still spawning on Taran, but he's not actually spawning that much.
Yeah.
If Good can actually get Gobbo and or Etten down here, once again, game gets a little bit better. Kill some of Evil Men mass. Make him spawn like how Cookie's spawning. Despite Oathbreaker nerf, this is a really good Oathbreaker game. Oathbreaker should be like a priority here. Maybe after Exo heroes like Captain and King, but Oathbreakers is not a bad buy here just to let either red or cards spawn, because that's something that's going to really matter. Despite it only being 7 mass, 7 mass will help your pushes. Still no Moria, but they are funding him. So there it is, comes down right now. And now to Cookie Mine.
Once proud city of the dwarves.
I'm not sure if they have the money for Balrog, even if he did mine.
They might not have the money for it, and even then, Cookie may have not mined. There's Goblin Town at least, and
Goblin Town's gone.
Zoom and Cookie are actually holding Barrow quite well. So Crep's getting a lot of unfettered pushing here, while Exo is forcing SD to defend Merc. If Crep can keep going and maybe get an Etten strip here, And Mardil
comes in right now.
And Mithlon is still up too. I mean, Cookie's still spawning in some amount of mass. Exo's forcing 3 people on him. All of a sudden, game's at least stalling out a little bit.
The holes in the walls are plugged.
Yeah, like they've managed to right the ship a little bit. Now the problem is that Evil can still capsize them multiple times over. Right? Yeah, they're not out of ways to do so. But the initial capsize, that last 30 minutes was scary, and they've managed to do quite a nice job to change some of their fortunes here. And also look at this Ettenmoors, despite it being pushed back. That's a much easier kill on Ettenmoors. Oh, SDs are barely lives. Exo almost gets in. He did use Mardil's lightning ability there, which is some extra burst. If they managed to get that ARB, that would have been a huge pick. 100 HP on the ARB. Absolutely brutal. That is just about 1 Mardil volley. So pretty rough that did not go through. 1 more Mardil attack. Pinging out Law. I like, definitely need to start shutting down Exo. Although I don't think he's got any gas in Law, he does not.
Yeah, but once he's maxed with Orphank, he will run out.
Orange sees Cookie Arb. Does he have enough damage? He's only 2 heroes, so even if he starts hitting, he might just have the reaction speed.
Even with like a bunch of champions are done. But he's gonna try for it. He's gonna try for it.
He's going
and is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? That's a lot of mass damage. He actually does get it. Oh, that's huge. Cookie just lost all the carry potential he already had.
It does matter.
He had the HC start a fight during that so that he could grab it while he was distracted.
It was smart. It was smart. Now the good news though is that Cookie can kind of just play AFK defense here. It's not the end of the world. Cookie's kind of actually done his main carry jobs. They're getting Exo second arm. Law doesn't matter too much. Getting out Moria here is big, although Balrog does come out.
Witchkin lives with... Oh, Witchkin actually dies. Cookie dives the entire ball for Amar and actually lives with Frandul somehow.
That's a Cookie gap. It's a Cookie gap. Moria goes down too. I mean, the ARB is a big deal, but once again, as I said, Cookie can just kind of AFK defend. And head crash. Clicks Durin, no shield. Oh, pulls back Cookie. See, they're just holding head. They're holding head crash.
Oh my god, he actually stays for an engagement. He actually loses Agnar.
No. Cookie is actually doing the base.
Oh my god, are we gonna see a good comeback from this game state?
The fathomed Cookie carry.
I don't know, they still have to deal with Captain SD though. Captain SD has not yet thrown, and he's very strong.
He is only 4 heroes. He has lost 2 of his heroes already. 4 hero Misty can do a lot of stuff. Exo's at 3. One of those is Marta.
Yeah, Exo I think he can actually fight Captain SD. As well. This is a lot of light mass.
Exo might be able to fight Captain SD soon. Head crash is recalling onto Eric. Exo's already in position, so don't recall out right now, buddy. His ARB's not out yet. I don't think he's going to recall out considering his ARB is still here.
Yeah, that's going to be Orphank dead.
That's okay, and defending Eric is more important when you're getting into these weird situations. Remember, Barrow and Mithlond are still alive as well, so Card and Elf are still spawning. Once again, I'd love to see Oathbreakers here just because of what it does for Arth. It lets Arth Rat be so much more powerful, but Headcrash can definitely not fight Exo right now. Exo is a threat to behold with a level 3 Mardil.
Yeah, Mardil just allows Exo to punch up so far. I think the problem right now for Good is that they can't scale. Any spawns they can buy are too exposed and will die super fast, and their buys are limited. I mean, well, Evil can still scale a ton.
Evil can still scale spawn-wise, but Good's best buys here are Aglarond and Heroes on Exo. Those are their best buys. And Cookie can just defend for Crep right here while they have Mass in position. Headcrash is not quite in range. Ettin
that's actually Ettenmoor's going down, and that's Max Ettenmoor's.
That's a gassed Ettin. And
Ettenmoor's down.
Defend Barrow.
Yeah, they're actually... Headcrash is not going to be fast enough to actually push down Garrows in that time. 2 factions are here to defend.
It's another nice kill. And Exo does state the obvious,
cleanly executed.
Right? I mean, if we kill their TPs, bases, heroes, I think we can win. Exo, you are killing their TPs, heroes, and bases. I still think Evil's got a little bit of favor here, but
they should be favored here. But with Headcrash losing his entire ball,
Headcrash has decided to just start losing the game. Usually after N gets unlocked, it gets really easy for them, but
yeah. Oh, actually, it does have On War, so that's a little bit of extra mass. I think this is about as much mass as Exo is going to get, but this is enough for him. This is very serviceable.
Yeah. Well, Good's next buys, once again, should either be Aglarond, Exo Heroes, or Oathbreakers. After this ARB, they are rebuying ARB for
I think Oathbreakers is very good. Exo Heroes is very good. Maybe a spawn up here? That's risky. Like, Blue Mountains is way too expensive. I don't think that's the play.
Blue Mountains
Barrow did come out.
Potential. As silly as it sounds, Blue Mountains might have some potential here. Just
it has some potential. Like Evil lost a lot of their pushing power, and this is a choke that can be defended very heavily, especially with so many cannons still remaining.
Exo on the flank. Oh, lives, but it's low. That
oh wait,
did a lot of
there's
damage.
still a volley from Barrow traveling.
It
is it enough? Nah, not quite.
No, it lives. It lives.
It lives.
But that being said, like just keeping Headcrash at home. Good at stalling out the game successfully. Exo Arb is sneaking into Etten. I think he's going to wait for Headcrash to go again and maybe go for just a straight Angmar dive here. I would not be opposed to that.
Oh, Headcrash moving back his Arb. Does Exo see it? Yeah, does Headcrash see it?
And he realizes he can't. Oh,
Headcrash sees. Headcrash sees. Headcrash saw it. Headcrash saw it.
Meanwhile, Arb is just straight diving Artagor. Oh my god, Giander barely lives. Evil Men gets repulsed on the north, and Cookie's fighting SD. Dive onto Gala. Beautiful pullback. Smog gets targeted. Does he go down?
200, 100. Ah, not quite enough. Not quite enough. But there's so much low mass. Evil needs to push back Franduel, but oh my god.
Wow, a beautiful fight from both sides, and with the end with nothing dying. I love it.
All third the air heroes got so low.
Something should have died there, I think, on Evil. However, Good did another. Honestly, like, not killing something does not mean that they are losing from that exchange.
Yeah,
not
that was definitely a strategic victory.
And just keeping Barrow alive, they didn't lose anything themselves. That's a-okay. You just repel a push. Exo is, I think, angling his Arb. I'm not sure exactly to where yet. Okay, it's at car gaps. There it was. I just had my vision just a little bit out of range. Something to keep in mind is if you look at Mirkwood, SD's Arb is at 100 HP still. He's not spent time to heal it, and it is exposed on the back. So if someone decides to go to Merc at any point, it will die. Although I just don't think they're trying. Headcrash Arb's back south onto Ened, and SD is forced to heal here for a long time, but Scathagas is starting up. So, and it actually already has started, although I don't think he's hiding it. I just may have missed the first Fire Drakes. This is...
that's fourth upgrade, I believe. Or third upgrade. Captain SC actually moving his super low ARB down. This is kind of a risky play. Amoria did actually go down at some point, by the way. The spawn is dead, but Balrog kind of came out. His ARB.
I think that is risky. Putting it into Moria like that, I mean,
it
just may not be seen, though, right?
Putting in the middle.
That's the problem.
Yeah, like, these cannons do not defend it at all. They can just get one shot from any hero kills it.
Krep could dive it himself. Like, Krep could dive it. Oh my god, the Trebuchet spots out the head crash Arb. I love it. Cookie, with his air heroes and mass, goes for the intercept. He sees it.
Headcrash is paying attention, though. He spends all of his energy.
Yeah,
okay, this is going to be a huge commit on a Barrow's kill. Captain SC, Headcrash, all three evil factions are here. Exo needs to do something, but he does have his ARB stashed away at Karn Doom.
It's moving at Karn. I'm going to focus on the fight here. Headcrash just clicks the base, or SD just clicks the base. Not a bad call.
It dies here. There's too much mass. Actually, no, it doesn't die. But Headcrash coming in from the south. Now it's dead. Franduel actually does get gooped and killed. That is a huge loss. But Golden Bull does die in that ARB. Angmar ARB does go down. Emissary dies in that giant chase, and Artagor goes down. The huge dive actually goes unpunished. Cookie loses barely any HP on his heroes. Holy. Oh my god!
He's just not microing
it. Oh, Minaglar, no! Crazy Crep Puss typing diff. Crazy Crep typing diff, no!
Okay,
that was a huge engagement.
Can we take some stock real quick? Orange is on. Did Jinder die?
I'm not sure. Wait, so Fran and Minaglar died. Minaglar unnecessarily. So that was really just a huge trade for Fran and Barrows, I guess.
Mina and Barrow for Angmar Arb. Golfenbull, Artagor, and Emissary.
Huge. That's huge for good. Although they did lose they did lose two other important heroes. Crazy Crepe is not on anything now. He's a vision slave now.
Minaglar was really bad. Like, that should have just
that was actually really bad. That should have been a 3-for-1 again.
Yeah, but and that's actually the worst part about that, is that now they're down crap. The good news is that Orange does not seem to have done that. So Orange is on Lontaran and nothing else.
Yeah.
And Headcrash is on a Dunabeth. Yes,
my gosh.
He's a Dunabeth and Mass.
And I don't think Captain SC lost anything there, but
they
Cookie...
see Exo's Arb. They see Exo's Arb. Does Exo see...
No, beautiful. Okay. Exo's very good at his Arb. It's very hard to sneak up on him.
Yeah, which I do appreciate. Exo seems to be like returning to like his actual ability. The problem is that no rally in this situation, which does suck.
Yeah,
I don't know why I
rally
said
sucks,
he could buy
but
King all the way back.
they still have plenty of ways to scale. Durin's still alive. That's a lot of spawns off of Durin
Durin
alone.
is still alive. Durin is still alive.
Right is never to play. Never mind.
No,
Gala's alive. That's a lot of spawns. Nenuel, Treebeard. Durin has plenty of ways to scale. Evil has more given that, but
Blue
down
Mountains
so many
looks
heroes, I
better
think
and
it's
better.
just Misty. Captain SC needs to carry this game on his back so heavily.
One doesn't spawn anything.
Oh yeah, that's a bug.
Yep. So I think Blue Mountains here is actually maybe like a huge play, or obviously
Honestly,
Aggron is
yeah,
good
at
as
this
well.
point in the game, it's just so
Aggron is good
expensive.
as
I'm
well.
not sure if they
It
can
is,
afford that.
But if
Like-
they can, it actually matters. Like that is actually relevant.
Yeah,
it would
but-
be huge giving Cookie that extra mass. It would be really big. Cookie is strong. He only lost Thran. He's still 5 heroes. Did Kieran die? I feel like he must have, because I don't see him. I don't remember him dying.
No,
but...
Kieran's right here. And he still has ring for some reason.
He's 6 heroes. Cookie is still strong. He just doesn't
And
have as much mass as he
Remember,
would
Captain
like.
SC's Arb right here, still exposed in Moria. I think he forgot about it.
Oh, Head Crash goes to the flank on Exo. They did scout it out. Does Exo see?
He
Well,
definitely
this
sees it
SDR
now.
is just
It's not-
so hard to
But
get.
actually, Exo can just straight up fight Head Crash now.
Just straight up fight Head Crash. He was already stronger. There is no fear. There should be no fear from Exo here. He wins this fight every single time. The problem is 200 supply of mass is scary, and defending your
Yeah,
actual
it's
stuff is
enveloping him.
probably
He doesn't need to stay there. He just loses too much mass for it.
Where's
Captain
Cookie
SC
recalling
actually going in
himself
from
as
the
well?
top of Eric. This is an
Sure, it's a
interesting
turret.
play. I don't think it is it.
It's never the worst call. Now, Exo Arb is going to Merc. Let's see if he spots SD's Arb on Moria. Once again, I don't think he will, but if he manages to, that is massive. Oh my god,
Smog
Smog
being
just
targeted
gets...
down here. Ooh, kind of low. Not
Mardil
quite
is
enough to
just
die.
so good, no? Mardil is just so good, no?
I think
Orange
I've
Star
forgotten
gets
that
Mifflin
it's
now.
not rally, because Mifflin is as important as Lamadon in this situation,
Yes.
because it's no rally.
Arb takes a lot of
Exo's
damage.
Arbs is kind of low.
Oh, they finally
they
has
see it.
PR,
Okay,
but
Evil is going to
obviously
see
Exo
that.
doesn't know.
SC's probably going to heal it.
No, the thing here is that Exo knows that they know his Arb's there, and he just recalls out. Okay.
Okay. And I don't think Exo knows yet. Exo has the lifeboat in here, interestingly enough.
Oh, and Orange goes to heal the SDR. See, I think
one.
this game has stabilized into a place where Evil's starting to take back control. I would really like to see a mass buy from Good here, some kind of spawn. Aglarond, Blue Mountains. I mean, fuck it, even Buzzra. I think Buzzra is probably the worst, but like even Buzzra here is
Buzzer's
fine.
too exposed, but it would still be an option.
It's just like we need something here that gives them. And once again, Oathbreakers. I would be fine with Oathbreakers here.
It doesn't
we
scale
just-
though, is the thing. I think Blue Mountains
No,
actually
but-
is the play, but there's also the argument of just getting Exo more heroes. Now, okay, I really like this. Opening up these cannons to give Exo a window to dive Aang would be
Yeah.
huge here.
Cookie Mountain Giants.
Oh, that's a lot of cycles of Mountain Giants going down there. That's
that
not
was
terrible.
2 cycles of Mountain Giants. Actually, not as many as you'd like. If Good can snipe maybe one more Arb,
Oh, Exodus does actually go in on this. Crazy Peg giving a lot of vital intelligence.
Oh.
I think Orange
Oh.
might be going down
And
here,
Crash
but
Pings.
granted, it is a orange Arb.
it is
so.
an orange Arb. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't
you're
really
right.
matter.
The medic would matter, but he decides not to, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missile travel, but it's not going to be enough to kill. Yeah. Oh, we do see Captain SC going in on Onward here again. Only Zoom to defend it, but actually Zoom not being focused on his heroes.
Just
Arb
just
doing
keep getting
diving
played.
super hard. I think there were quite a lot of dives this game that went unpunished by Evil. Like, I think Headcrash could have killed so many heroes in that dive we saw at Barrows if he just
Can we
kind of
talk
clicked
about
on
it?
the heroes.
Can we real quick just talk about how good our Voodoo is? 131. It's like more. It's like 150 DP. Oh my god, they actually got the Angarb. Cookie is playing the game of his life.
Cookie is actually carrying so hard.
The Cookie carry, boys. The Cookie is not crumbling today. The Cookie, he's ready. He's pissed at Headcrash. He wants blood. He has killed like 3 Headcrash Arbs, multiple Headcrash heroes, and Exo and Cookie can easily hold south. The problem is more Arvidui and Anwar is going to get breached here, or at least heavily stripped. If Exo could rotate up, it'd be big. I want to see Arvidui just hitting Ice King. Yeah, do that. Yeah, good, exactly. Off the spawn.
I think
but Zoom just a little
Almanawar
bit
is
scared.
going to go down here, so that's 3 mass per cycle that Exo just loses.
It
Not
matters.
really ideal.
So recalls in on Angmar, gets another couple turrets. It matters.
Yeah,
That's
he's
a
going to
Duna
be
blink.
going for the dive from the front instead of the back. Has to be careful of
don't mind it at all.
Aggro because Headcrash still has a Duna.
Dive from the front. Dive from the front is
Frank.
completely fine. dive from the front is completely fine, although I would like to see him hit Graham here. I think Graham actually does have some gas, if not max as it can be. I wouldn't mind Graham dying. It also makes your drop a little bit easier in terms of vision. I buy this with an arb. He's talking about last bridge.
No, you can't. I removed that a little bit ago. You have to have a hero.
Not worth to push Aang TBH. I don't think it is either, but if you can catch Aang when he's out of his spot, it won't happen anymore because of the second arm dying. But if you could catch Aang out of position, it would be completely fine. That being said, Aang being stuck home now is so big. Cookie, you don't need to dive the orange arb. Good man. Recall out Cookie.
Oh, Celeborn. That was close. Balrog's damage. Not quite. It's only 100, so even if it did hit, I think Celeborn would have lived. Exos aren't being chased out here. Exos just trying to keep that threat of the dive on Amar just a persistent thing on Evil's minds.
Zoom is correct. They need to be hitting Merc into Scatha or through Enid Belly or Ace even. The problem is getting there. I think you want to go through East Rudar and then across instead of going north because SD is going to be sitting there for most of the time. Let's see if they can figure that out. The other option I wouldn't mind for Exo is despite the sorcery is just to start pushing the west of Cardoom. It's not the end of the world. That is a fine play.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. They need to get some progress now, and all of Evil's spawns are just consolidated in this little part of the map. It makes it very hard to push. It
is, and I'm really curious what Good's next buy is here. Because they
it has to be something defensible, so really the only options are Oath Breakers and Blue Mountains.
And I once again, I think Aglaron's fine as well. I don't think Evil has the pushing power to kill it.
I think Captain SC has too many air heroes.
ST's the only one
is really easy to kill. People don't underestimate how easy it is to kill Swiftberg.
It's true, but Aglaron itself is really defensible, plus the fact that if someone actually just defends SD, I don't think he can do it.
That is fair. It's going to be too gas that...
Oh my god, he's going to click Zoomarb?
Oh, Zoomarb is actually going to go down here.
Brutal. I think he has one more, but that is something that
means he can't actually rat anymore, and every rat counts in this case. Every single rat counts.
Well, if our games are going to start... Yes, Noom does have another arb. It's at Numenos right now. So if these games are going to look like this, you guys might be staying up till 6 in the morning.
Yeah, this is going to be rough. Like, does this really have to be a best of 5? I really do not want this to be a best of 5. Please make it a best of 3.
You're here for the long haul, all right? So you better enjoy. Yeah.
I'm gonna be so dead. My tone of voice is gonna go down 5 decibels by the end of this.
No, what do you mean? This game was hype. Okay,
this is a hype game. Like, it's an hour 20 mark and it's still exciting, and that says something about this
Larry,
game.
Can we nerf core kill ability, please?
Core kill ability? Oh, that came out of nowhere. Interesting.
I've been thinking about this for a while, and I'm like, I think core kill ability is actually low-key pretty OP. Do you see what Cookie's doing with his arb on Amar? Oh my god, he snuck it through undetected.
He snuck it through. He snuck it through. Oh my god, you have to right click for this. Oh my god, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He gets it.
They're clicking Gala.
Oh my god, he might be able to get the head crash out. No, head crash, what are you doing? Oh my god. Cookie hard carrying. Cookie is hard tack right now. Oh my god.
Cookie left this game alone. I've never seen Cookie play a game this well in his life. I'm not even joking. I don't mean that with shade. This is just a beautiful game from Cookie.
He's so good.
He's playing a beautiful game. He's killed 4 arbs, multiple main spawns. He's hero wiped head crash functionally. Cookie, wow. Wow. Oh, Treebeard? I don't like Treebeard.
Oh, no. Treebeard, he's too slow. He needs to be mobile. I think it's Blue Mountains. Blue Mountains is such a play right now.
I agree. Blue Mountains is the play.
Do they have the ARPs for this, though? I don't think they have the ARPs to spare up for this. Now the Zoom lost a second.
The problem is that they don't cook like us, Larry. That's the problem.
No. Now that I think about ARPs, I don't actually think Blue Mountains is a play. They can't spare the ARPs to defend it. It's a problem. So I think it actually is Oath Breakers and 2 more heroes. Okay, 2 pushes, both Head Crash and Captain SC going in. Head Crash can't really make progress with Cookie here.
No, and Cookie should just be hitting mass here. I know he really wants to kill Laduna, but if you...
Yeah, no, he needs to overextend too much to go for Laduna. Yeah, this is not the play. This is not the play.
Near as close to as much as he used to be. So just killing mass is really good.
Yeah, Head Crash actually didn't get the mass upgrades. That's actually kind of huge. I think mass upgrades should have been gotten 20 minutes ago.
Very powerful. Very, very powerful.
When you're only on mass like that.
He sees the SD ARB in Moria. Good news.
Is it diveable?
They see Exo ARB. They see Exo ARB behind Merc, but no one's in position. They have no ARBs there. Exo can run free range.
Oh, and while Captain SC is distracted, he actually loses Smaug.
SD's arm is moving to defend Merc, but Exo's already in position, and he just
Yeah, Mercat's gonna get denied here. Vikers are not an option for Captain SD. Vikers would be so nice right now, but oh, actually, he doesn't have the DPS for it. Exo actually doesn't. And oh, he lost so much mass from that.
I get why he went for it that way. I would have personally killed the cannons, but I do understand just going for the spawn. I mean, he almost got it. I don't blame him too much. SD losing Smog is so big.
Yeah, I think that was kind of a trade for Smog because he noticed Exo up here, he moved his ARB from Moria, and I think that gave Good the opportunity to dive Smog.
But even then, he lost Smog for nothing. Yeah, Wizards are off. I think Evil just lost this game. I think that cookie dive on Angmar just it was the Barrow fight that really changed things, but that cookie dive on Angmar was the most insane thing I've ever seen, killing the ARB as well. And now Cookie, he can just bully Headcrash here.
Yeah, Headcrash has lost so many ARBs this game as well. I think he's rebought.
So strong. Oh,
yeah, Headcrash can actually defend. I don't think he can actually push into card cannons. It's way too tanky, but he can just threaten this area.
Okay. He's
force a
forcing
Captain SD recall.
Beautiful. Cookie's just mwah, mwah. Cookie. Oh, and Exo's going for Loth now. Rogash is stuck. Is he stuck?
He's stuck.
He has to leap out.
He leaps.
Rogash. That could matter though.
Okay, Exo actually lost a lot of his mass in the fight earlier, so you can't really take a lot of direct engagements.
Do they notice it?
I think actually Zoom Zoom's on only one ARB. He's been sitting at Lamadon for a while. I think he lost his only ARB.
No, he has one more ARB, but it's just trying to get to them right now.
Oh, he's trying to rat.
Yeah, he's trying to rat with his ARB, and it's like west somewhere. So
I can't find it.
So Headcrash can employ his best technique, which is watching everything except for his actual units. Now that he doesn't have anything to micro.
Oh wait, but if Mufflon dies here, that's a big deal. There are no ARBs in the area to defend it.
Ooh, there isn't. I'm surprised they haven't hit here way earlier. If they can do a counter push with Exo somewhere, doesn't really matter where, but if they can get Exo ARB, he's going right now, hopefully just for Loth. They need to do a counter push since SD is there.
Yeah, but there's way too many zoning spawns. Loth was actually a very good buy here. Just delays all the good pushes.
Even killing Loth itself is fine though. I don't mind it. Like, at least get something back for this push on Mythlon, because Mythlon's gonna die now. Oh wait! Oh, Cookie's in position.
Cookie actually got here.
Can he turn on the unit? No, but I don't think he's gonna be able to completely win the fight. I think that the spawn at least is gonna be mostly stripped, but he can do a decent amount of damage. God, Gore kill ability is just so good. And Exo looking for Law.
Balrog stops in his tracks for a little bit there. Actually goes for mech as well. Cookie doesn't have the strength to actually push outwards. Like, he can't sally, but
stalling is fine.
Yeah, stalling is very good. Exo needs to make some play here. Where is his ARB?
Exo, well, he was just hitting Loth, but he recalled out because of SD's Eastern Mass, which is
Crazy Prep found the Captain SD ARB. That could be huge. Where's Exo?
Good scouting.
I just don't know where Exo is.
Exo's second ARB is at Superberg right now, just going across.
Oh, okay, it's a bit slow. Okay, I'm not sure if Exo can actually punish here.
Your controller on I shall be spying. Prep is doing a lot of work.
He's pulling his weight despite being dead.
He is scouting out all the ARBs. He's finding all the angles.
Yeah, but like, Good would be in such a nice position right now if Minaglar was alive, because you could go around stripping outer cannons, removing vision, and opening up dives.
That was the biggest mistake.
That was a huge loss. That was the biggest mistake.
That was the biggest mistake.
Just starting to type like that
was annoying, but just typing in the middle of like that much mass is like just asking for it. Is SD trying to actually take this? I don't think you can. Yeah, with all your mass being behind. Oh, he put Gorkil into cannons. Gorkil's just face tanking cannons. Okay, he does see it.
Oh, Misty goes down.
Go down. Oh my god.
Exo got to it in time.
The miracle. The no rally doesn't even matter.
Man, if rally was a thing, Good is actually winning this so hard. But without rally, they just don't have options that are safe. Like, I think Super Brig is the play at this point, now that Blue Mountains isn't really an option.
I'm telling you, though.
We don't want Cookie to get cornered here. Yeah, he does not recall it.
Just fly across. It's okay.
That's the red
Good.
ball.
Smart by Cookie. They haven't seen Exo ARB, at least they have not pinged it out, so Merc is going to go down here. He might be able to dive SD ARB as well. Let's see if SD notices. There's no
killing the second
SD
ARB corners him here. He might get hero wiped if that happens, but not quite. And yeah, he actually recalls out. But that's Merc. Mifflon's push actually is denied here.
I do get why Exo isn't, but I really would have liked Exo to stay there and just start killing the corruption on the ground just because it's spotting. He would have been able to get at least one. It cost him nothing. It clears vision. They're an important thing to kill. in this situation. Zoom actually managing to contribute to Mithlon defense because his arm's still west. Oh, and Zoom is starting the BM.
Oh, Head Crash's mental going down here. That means he stops using his mass effectively. That would also be pretty bad for Evil. Okay, Funding goes to Misty. That is something I have noticed. Good has not spent money in a while. I'm not sure what they're spending their money on.
They've not. They were talking about doing Treebeard, and that never actually got bought, right? So
yeah.
I don't know what their money is.
Is Treebeard even to play now? Might be, actually.
I think Treebeard actually wasn't a big deal. I think it's still fine, but honestly, I would still love Evilman Transport. Doesn't really matter, sadly, but I would still love Blue Mountains. I think that just consolidates the position so nicely.
But it puts too many eggs into one basket. If the ARP gets cornered, and like there's just not enough ARPs to cover it. It's a problem.
I don't think it matters. I think Cookie still.
But then again, Cookie can actually just solo hold against all three factions, and with Zoom in the area, I think actually it is the play now again.
Yeah, like Mountains he can totally hold them because with Mountains he'll be spawning enough. Plus the cannons, like he's 6 heroes. No one else on the map is even close. Like even Exo is weaker than Cookie right now, just in terms of hero power.
Yeah, actually he is.
God, our video
even
is
with
so
Mardel.
good. Yeah,
like the alternative is Sufberg, which unlocks 2 gas at once, since that once is also pretty nice, but it's not as defensible. I think Sufberg doesn't last long enough. Lop is going to do that. Oh wait, did Lop get actually repaired? I think Lop got repaired.
It didn't get repaired. It's 10,000 HP, so you think it has more than it does.
Okay. Corrupt Force, because I remember Exo damaged it a bunch. Okay, Quickie actually recalls in to defend this. Eric is kind of close to dying, so...
No, but
not quite, not quite. But that's gonna be Gore kill!
Yeah,
but from Mardel! Oh, that's a huge loss.
I'm amazed they got Mardel. Honestly, though, as silly as that sounds, it's not that big of a deal. Mardel has done his job. And
he has, but the mass clear right now. Evil is almost all mass. That's never a good... I don't think that's good for them. That's really bad.
Want to make, but Evil's so low on heroes, and Good has such a hero advantage that trading out there, putting Misty, who's the only person with call it a draw. Cookie,
no, please, God, no, please, God, no. I don't want to do 6 games.
Well, they're also completely winning. They have no need to do this draw.
I think Good is actually winning in this case. And again, it's insane, but they are winning.
They are winning. Like I would be.
I think that Mardel trade was negative, but I think they're still winning.
Yeah, it's like they're still completely winning. Like Cookie is, they're fine to keep playing this. No.
You don't. I mean, okay, this would take so long if it keeps going. Not gonna lie.
That's why they're wanting to do it, just because of time. Yeah. But like,
because like,
what they need to do is just send all 3 to Karn or Grant, and then Karn. Like, right? They just need to actually.
Yeah, but if they send all 3 Captain SD punishes, they lose Eric, they lose the game. So they can't even do that. It would take so long. Headcrasher's over here. Is that another ARB that he bought?
Yes.
I was
Evil's buying
this might be a draw.
Oh, he can't buy ARBs anymore. He lost Amar.
This is only a draw because of Will. This is not a draw because of
Will. It's like I don't see how they kill Scatha, Karn, Gunda.
They do
without losing something.
Eventually, but it's like it takes ages.
Well, no, yeah, without doing it within like 3 hours.
I don't dislike Treebeard anymore because Mardel died. They really need that mass clear.
Yeah,
like they just can't deal with the mass right now.
I'm really shocked Mardel died there. He got like
that was rough. That was rough. I think there's like there's definitely like just loss of energy right now.
Treebeard did come through, so Cookie can now Giga hold his mass forever.
Headcrash just lost all of his mass, but I think he like spawns. Actually, no, with Amar dead, only 2 spawns, he does not spawn that much. I think if they can kill Mount Graham, Headcrash is actually on a pretty bad position. And of course, Orange has been dead for a while now.
Can they hold... Can Exo solo hold Eric against Captain?
Yes. At least for a long time.
I think so. If Gorekill dead, that's a lot of their mask removal gone. Balkov is too slow.
Orange is paying for them to strip the rock area. Absolutely ridiculous. Headcrash is making the right call. Like, you want to put pressure on Eric. Here's Exo Arb. He does get... I don't know if it actually got spotted, but they should be seeing it here.
Yeah, Headcrash is trying to get his Arb over there, but even if he does get there, I don't think he actually defend against Exo.
Yeah, and that's... You know what? To be fair, Evil is not accepting the draw, which I think is still silly, but this is kind of like showing that Evil is like putting the onus on themselves.
Yeah, like they still think they're winning. They were winning for such a long time. Like, back at like minute 40, we thought it was guaranteed that Evil would win, and then like somehow just Cookie like comes through. Exo also comes through, and the Headcrash just ends a ton. Like I'm sorry, Headcrash, but really, this was such a big series of ends. So many things went down, like losing so many arbs, losing so many spawns. It just and heroes.
Evil thinks they're hard winning this so much that they're telling
Evil
other
still
team to
thinks they're
F.
winning. I think it's gonna take
I'm
ages whether or not good or
actually,
evil wins.
I'm really shocked that like so this isn't like exactly like recalling just killing like Orange's mask, because Orange has done so much scouting as well, which is ridiculous. Yeah, this is
only on Adriel here. What's he doing here?
He's trying to kill the mounted archer, Orange's mounted archer.
No, Orange's last mass unit.
I think it's one of the few. He's using them just to scout, which is
Oh no, he still has elders. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, Exo's medic.
No.
Aww. At this point, there's not a
2K.
ton of stuff to buy, so it's not that big a deal, but it's always
But
rough.
it's also 2K because those buys are
Crepe
big. See,
still
this
has
is
a
the
medic,
thing.
so I guess he could get away with
sneaks
not
through.
buying a second one.
This is the thing.
Oh my
Cookie
god!
sneaks through.
That's another dive! That's another dive that Cookie gets! This is huge! And there's speed from raiding camp. Oh, but Midclaw might be going down here. Does Headcrash have the strength? No, but Cookie's in the area. He's going to be able to deny this kill. Midline keeps living. Cookie still gets mass.
It's fine. It's complete. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Evil is in a situation where they have to cover way too many angles with not enough stuff, and as soon as they get to the part where they can cover everything with one person, they're just going to lose the game, right? They won't actually. Like Headcrash can't fight either of the two remaining players on good because he's only mass pretty much, and then SD if he's staying at home is losing the game. So.
Okay, but then if Captain SC starts camping Evil Heartlands. Oh, second arb comes out.
But then they would be agreeing to a draw, right? Like that would be.
Yeah, because like I don't see how good can crack Captain SC if he camps. There's
Crazy
so many
Crep
cannons
sees
still
Aduna.
out.
Crep sees Aduna here. I wonder if they're going to call it out and maybe try for something.
Headcrash is
Zoom should
definitely
just Zoom should just recall and kill that mask. Good. Larry, I'm sorry.
Oh god, no, EXO, this is so winnable. Wait, is he about to leave? Please don't. This is such a fun game. Like, despite being like one of the worst hurdles ever, it's actually such an engaging game. I have not been bored yet.
See, yeah, this is well because the catastrophic throws on both sides and the fights have made it like so great.
Man, if EXO saw Martel,
yeah, then it's. The other thing too is EXO's got us snuck another ARB north. They do just see it now.
They
Are there
just
any
see
ARBs
it.
in position
This
though?
Captain SD. Second ARB is not finished buying for Captain SD. I don't think Captain SD. Oh no, he doesn't have his ARB here. Okay, and I don't think.
But if X has to recall, that's saving Mifflin again. So EXO should be pushing right now.
Mifflin again.
He's just recalling
no,
mass.
he's only recalling half of it. EXO thinks he has full recall, but he didn't. That's gonna be Mifflin going down.
SD Gigabrain.
Oh, Gigabrain. That is actually Gigabrain.
Gigabrain.
That was so smart. Holy crap. Wow.
He did the like recall one mass unit to like force a recall thing you do, you know?
Yeah,
like,
but it's a lot of mass.
Yeah.
Okay, Mifflin going down. That means Cookie can't really do his dives anymore. He needs a new
He can't do his dives, but he
or...
can still strip because he's a 7-hero elf.
Yeah, 7-hero elf.
He's a 7-hero elf.
They just need a spawn somehow.
10.
It really is Agrelon now. They
Cookie
need
doesn't even
Agrelon.
really need a spawn. He can just keep pushing like straight up. Like that's okay.
Oh, they're
It'll just
attacking
take
from
him a
different
bit
angles
longer.
here. This isn't ideal.
I
But
like
okay,
it. No, I
if
think it's
Headcrash
fine.
loses all of his mass, wait, Captain SC isn't in the area to defend this.
No,
and
not
EXO
even
can zone him
close.
out. Orange's ARB, I'm not sure what that's doing here, but
This from EXO is more important to actually get the gun to strip exactly big, and it's okay that exactly dies. Just getting some gun to strip.
Western side of Karn is dead as well. So if Cookie and EXO double this, I think that's Headcrash out of the game. Ice Green, I guess. Oh
It
wait,
is. I mean,
Headcrash
Ruin's
forgot
on
to gas Ice. Ice was 0 gas for the longest time. Or no, okay, it's 2 gas.
And
He
he's
forgot
just
the last
finishing
upgrade.
now. He was he gassing everything before it? I mean, he did full Angmar, Karn.
I think he missed a few gases. He definitely missed a few
He
gases.
probably did. I don't think he gassed Fornost or Ost. That seems wrong.
Yeah, he definitely missed a few. I think he's just noticing. Okay, so Headcrash is still in the game with Ace. I've been in this situation where I was 0 hero, Amar, 0 spawns except Ace, and it's like serviceable, I guess.
That's just brutal and
I've been in that situation a lot. I play a very weird Amar.
We know, Larry. We love. So this is a 5 spawn. No, sorry, that's a. It's a 5 spawn evil against a 2 spawn, 3 spawn good.
But good can scale. Evil can't really scale. What can Captain SC buy now? Will Rogash stuff. So I guess Cold Fells.
Crep is correct. They should actually really just start farming the EM cannons and just start buying spawns. Like,
Yeah.
Good just needs to be buying spawns here.
Agrelon works very
horrible,
well. Like, they need Cookie Mass again. I think Agrelon should have been bought yesterday at this point.
Something
I think you were right.
yesterday.
Like,
Agrelon,
Blue Mountains is
Blue
definitely not the
Mountains.
play anymore with Mifflin
No.
dead. Agrelon is the play. West March is the play.
West March is
too
fine.
far away.
It's actually decently turnable. Well, it's decently turnable, so West March is fine. I think Agrelon's best, but it would work. Honestly, even something as silly as it sounds, but like Blue Mountains, I think would still be fine. There is just a spy following Exo at all times. That is true.
Okay, but his ARB over here has not been detected yet.
SD
but
is pocketing
there's
his
way too
ARB.
much vision over here. Like, they need to actually clear out this corruption. Like, Zoom
you
Zoom,
see-
if he Zoom Zoom just goes on this corruption, clears
Yeah.
out that vision, like this cannon or two over here is to give
I agree.
Exo an just unseen. Like, honestly,
They need-
Exo, he's gonna get his ARB seen here. Yeah, Headcrash
Yeah.
sees it immediately. So
Headcrash is
while
so
he's
good at
going up
cannon
here,
fire.
recall over his mask, kill all this stuff so he gets the vision removed for next push. Captain SC's in the area. Like,
You
Evil
see,
spits.
look left me, by the way. SD and Headcrash ARBs are being pocketed there. They're going to try to force out a dive when people are out of position. I think. I don't know if they're necessarily going to go for the just click on Eric dive, but they're going to try for something. Also, Cookie's holding his end for 15 minutes, which I respect. And look at all of Headcrash's masks just chilling at Karn.
Dang.
Yeah, but I agree, though. Good should be recalling mass and killing corruption and orange mass. I'm amazed they haven't just done that yet, because that's why they're being seen all these times.
Exo is.
Here
Oh, this is a
comes the
huge
big
push.
recall.
Okay, this might actually end the game
They
if
see it, though.
Exo's a bit
Krebs
too
sees it.
slow. Yeah,
No,
Krebs
that's-
sees it,
they see
so
it.
that's
They
going
see
to be
it.
Exo's coming in. All three remaining good factions are here to respond to it. So
They're ready. And once again,
this
this
is going to be a big
six-
fight. If somebody loses something here, I think that decides the game.
This
Whoever
will decide
loses
the
a
game.
hero here decides the game.
If Eric dies or heroes die, the game is decided. So let's see
Yeah.
what happens.
Oh, the mass advantage though, and I think Balrog ability is bound to be off CD. Yeah, that's a lot of mass down on good. I don't
like
think
Dwalin.
good just has the mass for
Ice
this.
King so long.
Dwalin here. Why would they buy Dwalin? They need a spawn.
I don't like Dwalin.
I don't like it at all.
Is that at a certain point, 7 heroes can kind of just do whatever. 8 heroes now. can do
Yeah.
whatever the fuck
I
they
guess a
want.
right click, but holy crap, that mass just melts.
Just
They're
melts.
not getting
They didn't
any
get it.
HP
Oh, Aduna-
off on the
Aduna
good.
just gets
Oh,
clipped.
Juna.
No,
Oh,
Cookie
wait,
could've
why are you
kept
turning
going.
away? You can just die for that.
Yeah,
not quite, not
Cookie could have
quite.
kept going. But they hold Eric and they only lose
But
a couple
Cookie's
hands
remaining
for it.
mass, that's all of the Mifflin mass gone, so Cookie
Is all the
is
Mifflin
out of
mass,
luck.
but it's also a ton of head crash mass, and it's all of SD's mass except the spawn cycle just came through, which is good for them. If Cookie can return north here to help out Exo, also raiding camp should die soon as well. But just killing
Okay,
cannons.
it's just
I like
farming
what Exo's
cannons.
doing.
Why is he
Yeah.
farming cannons here?
Well, more buys is good. Good will have the money advantage here, right? Oh,
Yeah, but like-
Orin Krebs sees the SD arm.
Oh, that's huge. That is
is-
huge.
Oh, and Cookie's looking. Cookie's looking, but there's everything in the way.
Aduna's
I'll make him look
here.
north. This is about to be a big brain play here from Good. If they can pull this off.
Where is the Exo ARB?
Oh, and the ARB is moving. SD ARB is moving.
Exo might just recall here to like attack Captain SD to force the response. Yep, the ARB does. Yep, that's exactly what he does.
Finally, just clearing
Forces
more
Captain
corruption.
SD to start walking.
Oh, and SD
Gives
movies
the
are forward.
opportunity for Cookie to dive. This is
Look how
stellar
strong Cookie is,
communication
by the
on
way.
Good's part.
Look how strong Cookie is.
No, but Captain SD actually recalls over, and Cookie doesn't have the mass
okay.
to cover for himself.
They can hold Eric. They can hold Eric while Exo clears things here. I don't mind that at all. Just getting more
Yeah,
money.
they can't afford to lose cannons. Yeah, Exo has to
Cookie's
recall
ARB's
in.
flanking. Cookie's ARB's flanking long. Do they see it on the mass?
Oh, he does.
No.
Captain
That's,
SD
I
had
think
mass
that's a
over here.
control group. I think that's a control group move. I don't know if they see Cookie ARB. He's going for the long
Exo
flank.
actually over here. Distraction push.
Oh
Captain
my god,
SD. Cookie. Oh my god, it's gonna happen. Oh my god, another arm goes down for Captain SD. And he just dives Eric. But Balrog is being focused, so he has to turn back.
The recall's in time.
Marcolini being focused. There's not enough. Oh my god. Cookie gets another arm kill.
How many arms is that for Cookie?
Iwan. Okay, we can't let Iwan. Balrog goes down. Oh my god. Rogash super close to dying as well. If Rogash dies, that's basically every single event on Evil's side locked out. Like, actually, no, they only have like 2 events anyways, like Cold Fells, LoTR on what else?
There is no winning line for Evil here.
Yeah, I think they lost.
There is no winning line.
I think they lost. It's gonna take like ages to win, but they actually lost.
We are willing to draw. Say no.
Say no. Please say no.
Just say no. Yes.
Yes. Do not draw. Do not draw.
It won't be 5 games. This game was stupid.
Yes. He says no.
They say no.
Oh my god.
No.
They're actually gonna come back from this.
They're losing mental. Cookie's
They're
right.
losing mental.
This is the craziest game I've seen. Dude, Cookie has played an immaculate game. For any of the Cookie haters. Any of the Cookie doubters. Exo doesn't care. Exo sold his soul to beat Headcrash today. No.
But yeah, like, Captain SC can just camp forever, and they will not be able to push it down. Like, Ice Marine might die, but everything else is not exposed enough. Scappa's too hard to push into.
It's okay. They can just slowly poke. Killing cannons like that is all they need to do.
Yeah.
Evil cannot cover every position, right?
Like, Rogash, Hormif alone. Okay, they needed Sufberg yesterday. Having that extra mass would have been such a big deal. It's a shame that they didn't get it.
Like, orange pieces of mass that are just scouting, like, please kill them.
Oh, they think I'm sad. They think I'm despairing over this. This is the best game I have ever watched. I want this to go forward.
I will say, this is one of the best tournament games we've seen.
Like, when a game goes this long and it's not, like, soul-crushingly boring and, like, tedious, it is so special. This is such a special game. We have had so many cracked, like, event games so far. It's insane. We've so lucky.
We've seen spawn dives, we've seen ARB dives, we've seen hero dives, we've seen crazy micro, we've seen sloppy micro, we've seen great scouting by Orange and Crep. This has just been a banger. Like seriously, this has just been a banger.
I think this is the RotWK game of all time. Maybe don't show this to a new player because it goes so on, but like, man, it's just, oh my god, Orange ARB. It doesn't matter.
Well, no, it does matter because that's more vision that they're denying. Right? I think
Solo and clearing this mass. This is Giga Brain, massive brain, because Ents have clip vision. So he's doing this. He's doing this because it has clip vision.
We are watching the craziest
this min-maxing.
Game. We are watching the most min-max game. Finally!
Oh my god! Yes! Finally, someone called it out.
Please just buy a spawn. Please, I can't take this anymore. That is so many cannons. Really good. It is really good. It
is really good, and it should have been bought yesterday. And they're farming money. They're farming money to scale. They are recognizing the best place here. They need to start scaling the farming money.
Buy bases, and the games are so easy. They can even go. I think trade routes is like way too late, but on some level, definitely go Mithril here.
Oh,
right?
Like, don't lose it. Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Or we never end the game.
These are full powered Ents. That's 100 damage.
Good will win the game. Good is no, good will win the game. Just farm heroes. No, don't farm heroes. Buy spawns. Zoom.
Like, Evil's trying to threaten a hostage situation, but good can scale and Evil can't anymore. Like, the opposite was true a while ago. I would have said a while ago that Evil can scale and good couldn't, but holy crap, they have turned this around.
Here comes another big push by SD. 6 mountain giants helming the line with how many dragons is that? 3?
Those melee units, as long as they notice this ahead of time, and they do. Oh, Exo might be recon a little bit late. Come on. Exo, get back here. Okay, he's back. Cookie's here. Cookie's a little bit out of position, but Captain SC actually turns back, so this is going to be a fully prepared good here.
And good just made money.
Yeah.
They're just making money. Good also will outscale eventually just based on passive income as well.
Yeah. Although they only have a 25 advantage in that regard.
Hey. In a game like this, okay. So just recalls in, goes straight for ace. He doesn't even care.
Oh, he's confident in Cookie being able to defend this whole. Oh gosh, if Eric goes down here, that's really bad.
It will. There's no cannon target.
What? Zoom isn't targeting Hormuz. No. That's actually really bad. I think Ice might be going down here, but not really. Cookie actually takes over for him. Why is Cookie taking over for him? That's an interesting one. And Dweller actually turns back. They actually can't get it. Ice Marine also grabs the arrows.
They can get it.
It's just risky, but yeah, they can get it.
Oh,
no,
he's
they
not
can't.
really-
Captain SC got here in time. Cookie just turned back a little bit too early. I guess he's playing safe. Like, they need to be playing safe
all of a
here.
sudden, Good has decided to.
This is interesting. I don't know why they left here. Losing
You have to
Eric like
push-
that is really rough.
Well, especially when you know he's there, you have to push him off your front door.
Are they-
right?
Is this
okay.
replay?
I mean, I would have just preferred seeing this.
I think Superbreak first and then Oathbreakers. I don't think you get Oathbreakers first.
Especially
They're
since
fucking
Amor's
elf
gone
now,
now.
though.
Yeah, they're funding Elf now though, so we might be seeing the Superbreak Agrelon soon.
Well, they also were saying buy heroes, so I could see this for some reason being Cookie behind heroes. At least Soothberg. Okay, they're not gassing Soothberg or
Exo here,
Dormor for
but
some
they
reason.
do see the Exo Arb. Orange is still in this, like calling out every rotation despite being dead.
He is. Ace should have died, and they repaired Ace. Big.
Oh. Yeah, like Evil has not bought a spawn or a hero or anything except an Arb or like support stuff and so long. But Exo losing Eric, that actually draws it out so much longer. I don't think it's game losing, but no, Cookie, do not buy Roscoe Bell. Cookie.
He's
We had
nice.
so many good words for you. Please do not waste your money and
Cookie.
drag this game on so much longer with Roscoe Bell.
Tossing
Okay.
Eric like that has just shattered my mental as well.
Yeah, like why would they let that happen? Why did they actually just leave? That was so winnable. I think it is still winnable, but why?
Just play the King count. Headcrash still has one player not playing. So like even if the game goes longer, they have Cookie's team has
Oh
no
wait, yeah, their sub is refreshed. This team,
I'm
even if their
impressed.
spirits are high, they're going to be tired after this. They're sapped.
This game, like this series is still definitely like.
Headcrash failed the exam
The
despite
series is
cheating.
The series has play, and this game, I'm becoming a ill believer because of that Eric toss. Honestly, like that was really bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
This might
that
be
was
drawable actually now.
Now it became drawable all of a sudden, and what we need Good to do is just keep buying spawns, and they're refusing to do that. Obviously, we don't know how much money they have. I kind of want to like ask them, but
Think about
like,
this. If Eric dies, the game's just over for them. I think
no, because they can still they still have buys, I think. Unit, this is still game one. You missed maybe
This is
one of the
game
best
one.
tournament games I've ever seen. And you're thinking, was this Rally Turtle Corner? No, it was just Turtle Corner, but it was the most base Turtle Corner I've
And
ever
Dormerborg
seen.
doesn't die here. Yeah,
was
Oathbreakers is
so
not the
good.
play, especially before Superbreak. We need Superbreak.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't think they're
should
seeing
not have
Superbreak. Like they
Breakers.
mentioned it, but I don't think that's like their objective right now. EXO is going up
don't know what
to
they're
the
doing.
north again, trying to get Ice Ruin. Cookie's over here. That's interesting. They're actually just letting Zoom defend
here you
with
go.
Mass and Adverhill. Wait. Oh no, EXO didn't
Ooh,
split
Ice
ball.
King is getting low.
Yeah, kind of low. I don't think he's diveable though. He's too fast for it. He has 2.75. As long as he doesn't like run in like an idiot.
No, Unit, like let me tell you, this game has been one of the most entertaining games we have watched. It has
EXO, please
been
don't.
amazing.
Okay, it's fine.
EXO decides to trade Dwimore out for Ruin, which I don't mind at all.
I think
Even
Zoom still
damage
has a
on
chance of
Chatha.
defending this. If he gives control to
Okay, yeah,
Zoom,
Cookie's here. Yeah, they can.
yeah, they
Just
actually
getting
defend this for a bit longer.
Damage on Scath is big.
Smaug, or Scalp, I mean. Zoom,
Damage on
EXO is
Scath is
kind of
big.
burning time over here,
SC's not in
but
position though.
these
I mean,
are-
just
yeah, he
once
is
again, killing
out of
turrets like
position.
that. Dwimore isn't doing a ton for you anyway, right? So getting turrets off is fine, even if the spawn traded for. It's like that's not really doing too much. No, I don't mind it. He's made it much more vulnerable. Oh, and Cookie's getting Gunda stripped, really big.
Oh,
really,
that's
really
huge.
big.
Forcing just
cool
even
shot?
more money from Evil, maybe
Yeah.
collapsing the rocks. That's
Forcing a
decent.
rocks here is awesome. You will never complain about that.
Yeah,
and
because that
also
just
opening
delays
it up.
Cold Fells more. Will Sara would actually kind of change things, maybe. So, like, unironically, Will Sauron, does that help? If you force field this ramp, you actually can't defend. But then again, it's not that important with Lamadon.
11k. Buy.
Honestly, Cookie just like
Buy!
chilling.
Please buy! Please!
Buy.
You have 11k, what are you doing? Buy Sufberg!
Buy. They're not gonna buy.
Sufberg! Please! Sufberg like an hour ago!
This could go to 3. You go to 3.
Please
hours.
buy Sufberg! Oh, yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh.
No! What are you doing? Why are you moving away?
I don't even know. I'm just watching ExoWard like dodge everything here. Somehow they see it now.
Yeah, no, he has to get that out of there.
Yes, Zoom Zoom. They can't push Soothberg.
Yes,
like,
Soothberg was to play an hour ago.
Like, there is no way Soothberg is not the play. And he's right, too. If you buy Soothberg and they try to kill it, you can then kill Scatha. Big. Or Gunda as well. You can maybe go for the double push. You can just ignore it, which is fine.
If Scatha dies, Missy cannot push, period. Like, their dragons are so much of their DPS right now.
And the fire drakes, too.
Okay, we might actually finally see Cold Fells here, but I think he actually dies.
Yeah. 2 gas we can use. He's
Cookie,
right.
you have your arb right here. Please
Cookie,
just
buy
buy
the
Soothberg. What are you doing? Okay, they're discussing it, but they have 11k. What else do you buy here? Just buy it already.
He's walking.
Okay, he's walking. Thank God. All right, this might be kind of breaking like the caster convention, but I don't care.
No, don't do it. Don't say anything.
No, I know. Like once they buy it.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Exo said it like 15 minutes ago, and then Larry and I have been saying.
Okay, but this isn't the best
hour.
timing. Captain SC's right in the area, but Cookie's here. That's a lot of stuff. Exo's also here. Yeah, I think they can force the recall out, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, he's fine. Exo can't really go for a dive, especially since the terrain isn't that favorable. Oh, decent.
No mithril. They're just going straight for gas.
Not bad.
No mithril, going straight for gas. Mithril does persist after the spawn dies, correct?
Westmatch, they should have bought this so much earlier so the gas actually goes through in time, but...
Larry, that's correct, right? Mithril persists after the spawn dies?
No. For Cosmic Doom? No, Cosmic has to be alive.
Is there any spawn with mithril? I just want to make sure on that.
Yeah, like, the spawn has to be alive to make money.
Exo is failing his cannon targeting challenge.
Yeah, okay, they're kind of letting these cannons die for kind of free. You don't buy Soothberg, like one of your last remaining viable spawns, and just kind of let it die like this.
Well, the issue with it earlier is that you can ping it from the back with Rogash. So when they didn't have like control over the map, it was vulnerable. Now that they can just take the open fight, I think it's fine. That was the problem when it was like full Misty.
Well, that's why I was saying like back then that specifically Blue Mountains was so good because it was just protected, and Mithlon was already not dying.
But now that Mithlon's dead, I don't really think it's play anymore. I think spawns were to play for a while here. Like Cookie already has so much strength, he did not need more heroes.
Treebeard was fine. Buying Dwalin was not good.
Dwalin, I don't know.
Yeah, Dwalin was so questionable. Like Treebeard, arguably good because he only has 36 kills this game. What? How does Treebeard only have 36 kills? He has not been paying for himself then. What the heck?
Yeah,
he's been ratting around the map.
I guess, okay, that DPS was important for the spawn dives. Like, I don't think Amar dies without him, but that's so weird. Like, how did he kill so few? Like, on Gala, for example, 219. Arvidui, 250. Mithrander, 237.
I just want everyone to know I had a game with a 1,000 kill Gala and a 700 kill Treebeard. That was pretty awesome.
Alright, Cookie going back up, using some of his last remaining mass.
I was in that game explosive.
Dunabeth?
You were, yes, you were, yeah. I remember.
Oh, Dunabeth is gonna go down.
No,
I think he has to use Blink here. He has to use Blink. Okay, Cookie's being a little bit aggressive with his ARP here. If he loses his ARP, he can't rebuy it, and that's like game ending. So he has to be very careful. He has to be super careful with his ARP. Head Crash though, just camping. He's not even attacking. He's just camping Karn all game. He's just mentally giving up. He's just effectively AFK.
You can kill Mass, I guess. Use regular
yeah, but it's not gonna matter. Like, he still has enough for a put. Our Exo's gonna kill off Coldfells. The attack on Coldfells isn't even active right now because it's being upgraded, so that's pretty nice for them. First gas actually finishes already. It's been 4 minutes already, dang. Time distortion is starting to set in with this super long game.
This game is just... This is what we come for.
Oh, if they don't defend Soothberg here, though, please get there in time. Oh, what are you doing? Like, you should just be keeping your ARBs in here because you can watch for enemy movements over here with your 2 dead factions. And Head Crash can actually cover Exo, so Exo can't actually get any work done in this time. So, oh gosh, Soothberg is so vulnerable here.
A drop on Karn! Exo's ARB is in beautiful
position! Oh no, Marwini, no! Marwini goes down!
Marwini dies. Oh, that's actually brutal.
That's
and Cookie's not quite in position to
huge.
defend Superberg yet, although EXO has completely stripped Karn, which is
Yeah.
a blessing in some level, even though it's not amazing. Cannon is gonna die. Oh, he decides to recall
And not
his
quite,
mask
but it's
over the
basically
cannon.
dead anyways.
It's
Superberg
functionally
at half
dead.
HP. I don't think the spawn actually lives that long. That was a bit botched by Good. I think they kind of let the ARPs go.
Rogash. Half HP.
Oh,
Has
Rogash,
lead.
half HP. He does go for the... he goes
Cookie,
for the
you're
jump.
getting greedy here.
Yeah, a bit greedy,
Arb.
but he's fine. He's
Oh,
fine.
he
He's fine.
looks like
Head crush
Arb.
Arb.
Okay.
Dwalin might be going down here.
Dwalin does go
Nah,
down.
Dwalin goes
Cookie decided
down.
to just go a little
Oh,
too ham.
now is not the time for Good to be bleeding heroes.
Yep, and they just lost 2 on really avoidable ways.
Yeah, very avoidable. Like, that was kind of body block. Like, when you have such a big ball, I suppose it's kind of inevitable.
Cookie, keep fighting, man.
Yeah, no, don't let it die so quickly. Maybe let it get a little bit more value. West
Exo
March is still
does
an
get Karn
option,
here,
so
though.
there's still a follow-up for... Okay, Karn dying, pretty big. Head Crash might be
Karn
going out of the
dying
game very
is
soon.
really big. That is functionally head crash eliminated. So it's
Ice
all
Marine
on
is still
SD.
alive, though, so as long as Ice is alive. Kiernan has to be pulled back. That's risky. Ooh, Horma... Okay, Captain SC doesn't really have the strength to contest this anymore. But
It is
Super being
SD.
so low. Do they
I mean,
actually
it's been
repair? Is
SD or
repair
bust, but it
valuable
really
here?
is
Is
SD.
repair worth?
Zoom, we need you to go in right
Cookie,
here, bud.
Cookie, stop typing! Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, no, right? Oh,
Ooh. Man,
I mean, getting Karn is so huge.
so huge. But
So,
losing 2
so
heroes
huge.
in that span, kinda rough.
Annoying. Oh,
Oh,
Zarek.
double ARB.
Ooh.
We have both ARBs over here.
Zarek? Zarek being open.
Oh my god. Does
Zarek
that-
being open is a game winner. It's a game winner.
Yeah, but it might be also an overcommitment into the North by Good.
No, I don't think so.
It's risky, but I think
buying
it helps
forces
so
SD
much.
to push it, right? And SD pushing it means EXO can kill either Scappa or Ace, right? Yes.
Yes. Oh.
Do they have the money?
Oh, but if they don't actually defend Zarek Doom, instead
Exactly,
go for Scaffa that
exactly.
time. That's huge. Scaffa die means Captain SD can't push anymore, even if Superbreak does die kind of soon. Find Elbow. Oh, they're doing it! They're doing it! Zarek Doom coming in clutch?
Maybe head crash ARP here as well? Not that it would matter too much, but what is EXO looking for here? He's just trying to strip the bottom cannons, I think? Best
is he going
hiding
for?
spot, and then pings it. EXO
Have
knows.
they not noticed that?
It's not in vision. If I could toggle, I'd show
Wait.
you, but I don't think it's in vision.
Evil Vision. Oh, wait, no, hold on. If I do that, it kind of tells them stuff because they can see us type it, so I can't.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I know.
I don't think they do, though.
Why don't you have
Holy
that
crap.
yet?
This is an interest. Does this Uri cross movement kind of
Head
see?
crash does see Cookie ARB, but luckily he doesn't have enough mass to actually do enough damage to it. Cookie's going for the drop in position. Is EXO just going to recall here to like
Head Crash is here,
blind-
though. Yeah, he has to recall.
behind?
If
Like,
Cookie
look at
loses
Duna?
his ARP here, that's huge.
What's EXO
He
going
needs to
for?
swap it
He's
out.
going for cold pills and the Captain SD ARB, but they see it.
They see it.
They see it,
EXO
they see
needs
it.
to recall out that ARB. If he loses
that
that
ARB
ARB, that's
out,
kind of
EXO.
huge.
Ooh, it
Oh,
doesn't
Captain
out.
SC does move it out. Okay. Not
Hey, they
quite,
killed-
not quite, not quite,
They
not quite.
killed 2 more cannons. Oh,
Honest-
blink on
Oh,
the
I
cannon.
do. Oh, that was close. That was close.
They got 2 more cannons. They got 2 more cannons.
I think at this point, it's like EXO does not have nearly as much DPS as he used to have. Like down Marguini and Mardil. He's not like, he can't actually take the huge fights that he was taking before. Oh,
And
they're gonna
that
go for it.
is
Rogash is gonna go down.
Rogash.
Oh no, Rogash doesn't go down. The
Holy
AoE, I don't think that
star.
hit in time.
It just missed. How much damage is Falling Star doing? down there?
300. That would
It
have
would have killed.
not. Wait, that's.
He was
AoE doesn't
262.
do 300. I think it's like
I thought it was
225. I think Rogash is
250.
live either way.
Oh, he's 262.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think like literally if 2 extra cannon shots and the ability goes in earlier, Rogash dies, wins the game.
Now, that being said, I think the Superberg play was still fine. It's still giving Cookie
It was
Mass,
still
which is a
fine,
big
like,
deal. And it
The
gives you
2
Mithril
gas
now
went
too.
off on Sufberg already, so that's full value
What
for
is
Agrelon, and that's not dying
Adriel
anytime
doing?
soon. Cookie actually has mass now, which is huge.
What is Adriel doing? What is Adriel
what is
doing
he?
here at Mirkwood?
Huh?
Just killing some corruption. Okay.
Oh, okay. Not terrible. That's vision denial. At this point in the game,
It
that's
is.
very important.
Cold Pills is also open. Should die. When
Should
Cookie
die,
gets
yeah.
there, I think they're gonna die, which is good.
Like, snow trolls are pretty important for Captain SD right now. Okay,
Zoom should
full
also be
response from
walking out
Captain
and
SD to
poking more.
chase off Adderhill. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, Cookie and SD. I mean, sorry, Zoom should be like just hitting like the like remaining loft turrets and stuff. Like he really should. Although Exo managed to sneak his arm past by baiting.
Oh my god, Head Crash's Thrall actually misses as well.
Yeah.
Well, Lasarum comes out. That's the last event that Evil actually
They're looking
has.
for Zarek.
Or Orange sees them because of the Captain SD spy here. I think Exo can't really stay here. He can't
If he,
really
he
do
can just
much.
dive Ace though, I think that's fine. He doesn't
I don't
need to
think he
go
has
for-
the DPS for it anymore though. Like, he only has 2 heroes. Like, Captain SD can chase him off, but oh, he actually doesn't get any damage off on it. Okay, that's rough.
He got
Oh
another
wait, are we
cannon.
going to see just Pinif Kalen just
Already
control
been doing
1
it.
cannon at a time? Oh, that's gonna be
Yes.
so slow.
I really want Cookie to just fight Head Crash Mass because it's all garbage orc archers. He did get the range upgrade for them, but like he can just take the fight with Treebeard and your 6 heroes, kill his stuff, right? Buy Zarek, at least hit Cold Fells.
Yeah,
Like give
Cookie
us
can do
something
some
here.
stuff.
I'm surprised Cookie just hasn't gone for it quite yet, but I guess he's just a little weary. He could also just literally, I think, walk Duran on the beacon.
Yeah, he
I
could
don't
probably
think
gank it to
Head
be
Crash has the
honest.
damage for
But
it,
like that's
yeah.
kind of risky. That's too much risk. Although killing all the Head Crash Mass, he creates it very slowly, so that's actually just long term a lot of value. Captain SE is walking
Exo's
down
farming
over
some
here,
more
so I'm not
turrets.
really sure if Cookie has a super long time. Really, I think Zoom can afford to be a bit more aggressive here. Like,
Zoom should be getting a bit more
yeah,
aggressive,
like
but he should
honestly,
definitely be a
2
little more
things that
defensive now.
might have made it so that Good wins like ages ago. Minaglar dying and Zoom's second R dying. If either of those things didn't
Yes.
happen, I think Good actually won by now.
Yes.
Okay,
I
that's
completely
Rimmerboard going
agree.
down. So no more Oath Breakers. Kind of unfortunate, but not the hugest deal.
But they
Rogash
weren't being
always
used
taking
anyway,
damage.
so it's not.
Using Oath
Not
Breakers to
ever
kill the
doing
corruption
anything.
here. Yeah, I think Dwimore was kind of a waste of money, at least that early on. He kind of
Yeah,
just dies.
it was the wrong call, and he didn't do anything with it. I really want to see Cookie Herb just hit Cold Spells right now. Like, Crep showing that it's open.
Yeah,
That should be
but
dead.
Exo's over here, so that will at least force the recall. Ooh, coming in from the west side, Zoom. Ooh, again,
Rogash
super close
barely
on
lives.
Rogash. Rogash getting quite close to death several times over.
239 this time.
Oh, Exo's going for Scaffa instead. Oh, wait, but Rogash is kind of exposed. A bit of a
Rogash
mistake by
is-
Captain SD. Why is he running him in?
Yeah,
Oh, but not quite. He pulls in just the last second. Maybe it was a bait.
You have to read Bill.
No, Peanut Gallon. No,
Oh my
Exo. Why did he stay? Why did
the
he
exhaustion is hitting
stay?
both sides, and Cookie is just AFK doing nothing, bro. Like, oh
Killed
my.
all slow pushing though. That killed all slow pushing. You
That
can't
killed
put cannon.
every little bit of slow pushing they had.
Yeah, Exo like has to rat now. Like, Cookie
Actually,
needs.
on Cookie.
Well, Cookie's the only reason this game's here.
Yeah.
This is
Oh my god, like Exo could not lose him there. That was
Oh,
actually
that was
really
so
brutal.
bad. Now
Cookie, what's your
Exo,
plan
like-
here, buddy? Don't go for spies. They respawn. Come on, Cookie.
Oh, West March isn't an
Oh.
option anymore. Like, that's Immemule. I think that's the only event Exo still has. Immemule.
Real's definitely not the play, as well. Literally just walk Duran onto the beacon. I think it's too late now, but
Too much stuff. He missed his chance. They're playing a bit too safe. Yeah, he has to recall out. Oh gosh. Now the game's gonna go on forever
Just
if it
kill
wasn't
Cold
already gonna go on forever.
Fells. Just kill Cold Fells.
And Adderhill can't actually rat Ice Ring because it has the spawn
Wait,
attack.
can Adderhill just fight Ice King? Does Adderhill win that? I mean, not with the shield, but like,
No,
if it
not
was
with
just
Mass coming
1v1.
in. Not with Mass coming in.
Does Adderhill win that in the 1v1?
I think
Yes,
he
thank
does.
you, Trap.
Actually, no.
Keep following
Horvath
it.
has some of the best DPS in the game, but he also can't
I know.
kite. So
Adder should win the 1v1. Like, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I also like just don't actually know.
there's so many like.
There we go. Finally, Cookie takes out a medic and gets a spawn. Finally. No one's in position to defend.
Although Larry,
Yeah,
it
okay.
also works the other way.
Cold's
There's
dead.
a lot of if Evil doesn't throw this under an immense lead, the game is over at 30.
Yeah. Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Like, this should have been an evil win.
Like this is Evil who is making this go on so
Yeah,
long.
like this is Evil who threw their win away with both hands.
Like good.
And
Well, okay, head crash you threw the evil win away with both hands, and partially orange. Captain SC did pretty okay.
Cookie
He's just like
is literally like Hercules, man. Cookie is Hercules. That's what I'm learning. He's just
yeah.
for
This is the best play I've ever seen from Cookie. That is
like
for
this.
sure.
Just fight the mass. Fight the mass. Don't worry about the spawn.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Treebeard,
No,
Treebeard,
Treebeard! No! No! Treebeard! Oh no! Not like this! During the beam left as well. Aww. Head Crash is ratting with his mass, actually doing a lot. I think they just need to clear out the cannons.
Yeah, they just
like,
need...
I think
Zoom
they were trying to
finally got
bypass
there.
the cannons way too much. I think literally if you just like attack the cannons and clear out Head Crash, because you definitely can't defend that without cannons. You just went.
Oh, Cookie.
Scatha
Okay, if
being
Cookie
alive.
loses right now, that is kind of bad. That's quite bad if Cookie loses right now.
He's
Is
okay, he's
Zoom
okay.
here? Zoom's not in this engagement.
Alright, Duran is
Galadriel-
actually the most important.
Zoom's
player.
trying to finally start ratting.
Okay, Zoom's finally a bit mobile. He should have been doing that for a while.
Like, in a corner. Like,
Yeah, they can't lose Duran. Duran is like.
Yeah, if Duran dies,
wins in the
that's
game.
GG. Like, they have no actual plays.
Well,
It's just gonna be a
GG,
stalemate
I
forever.
think it's just a draw.
Losing
Yeah, I agree.
Treebeard like that, though. That Treebeard is such a high value
Zoom
hero in the
Zoom
late
has not been
game.
doing anything for the last hour.
Yeah, Zoom. I think if Zoom's not AFK, they
I just
also
want
would have
him to
won.
farm.
There's
I
several.
want him to
If Zoom
farm
isn't
and
AFK, they win 30 minutes ago. If Crazy Crep still had Mana Guard, they win 30 minutes
you
ago.
know, so-
if
so
Zoom
there was
didn't
a
lose a
crazy
second
fight
card,
at-
they win 30 minutes ago.
So at Arrow, there was a crazy 3v3 fight where Good traded Thranduil for 3 heroes, which was all of Head Crash's heroes, and it was all of EN's heroes, which is why the game got to this state. And then everyone recalled out, and then Minogar just sat here surrounded by mass, and he started typing, and he typed for like 10 seconds, and he just watched it die to mass.
Is it critical?
Yeah. And there
It's
should
so
be a
rough.
Minogar in this
Because
game.
Good
right
actually
now.
wins, I think, if Minogar's
There
alive.
was no reason for Minogar to be dead. Like, it was complete negligence. Like,
It's so rough.
It was-
Oh, and still alive, by the way. That's funny.
Yeah, I just can't
That's
believe
hero.
that evil through this lead.
They had such. We were saying it was guaranteed. Like we were saying, like Evil was guaranteed to win, and then Head Crash
were.
just and Orange just pulls out like the most
Head Crash,
disastrous
oh my God,
engagement
Zoom.
ever.
Like even the 3-for-1, like they before that, he also dropped Witch King and I believe one other for free. Also,
Zoom actually
Arrow.
just took aggro and is letting Cookie get to Ruin, even though Head Crash pinged it out. He made SD walk back. Cookie can fight this mass, and
Yeah, but
or even try to dive.
I don't
to
know
What
the
if
about
he can kill
Treebeard
this,
here? Can he actually kill? Does he have the DPS for this?
I don't know.
Like there's so much
He
can
can
target here.
Whoa.
No,
Yes,
he can't kill this.
Duran. Okay, shield. He has shield. If shield isn't
Hello?
active here, he dies.
Wait,
Like,
does
that
he
was
not have
rough.
energy?
Does he not have energy?
Wait, what's his energy?
No, he does.
fine.
What's he doing? What's he
Wait,
doing?
what's he doing?
Durin.
Duran.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, if they lose this fucking game because Durin misses a recall, you know?
A Horn of diving so hard.
I'm like, my mental will be gone if Good loses this game. finally.
Like it would be it was entertaining up until now, but if like it dies, if this game dies for some really stupid reason, I'm gonna be so
Oh,
sad.
Exo's killing all of the Head Crash mass.
Oh my gosh.
He killed
But
all
he
the
still has
Seed
so
Bastards.
much just camping Karn. If they
Yeah,
can
but
drop
that's all
Zarek,
the
they're in such a
expendable
good
stuff.
position, but they just can't.
Head Crash killed the Elite Ball, and he's getting turrets.
Not bad, not bad.
No, the last Shadow Ranger, that is 21 kills! No! Exo, please just kill the cannon. Okay, Exo just hates killing like 1 HP cannons, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, with the ice upgrade, the Orcus Archers deal so much work. Azra can't actually take this. The plan, they have a
They
plan.
repaired Ace
Zoom
Ruin
just being
again.
AFK for like 2 hours.
They've repaired Ace Ruin again. That is the second Ace Ruin repair this game.
I actually think this is like, I think this could easily go another hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
we might have to step in and say we have to
like,
redo.
giving each
We
team
need to
a
do
game.
the last games like some other time. Like we can't stop this game because it's just too entertaining. But we can't do the best of 5.
No,
Yeah,
we can do
I think that's fair.
fair.
If Gunda dies and they manage to get Gunda, it's 1. Zarek should be a win.
There should be a
How
win,
confident
but like
It's supposed to be
feel about
BO5
them?
unit,
Captain
but then this
SD
is
like
the game.
spawns too much. Ugolai, okay, he actually doesn't spawn that much. Honestly, if they
He's
can
on 3
mass wipe
spawns.
him, he takes a while to rebuild.
You know,
The thing is,
if
they
they kill
have
1,
They have Lamadon. This is their mass. And it's not Rally. And I guess like Azeron.
Oh,
That's all the output on Mastodon.
Oh my god.
Gala's just
Cookie,
dead.
please.
No.
Please
Oh, wait,
do not do
he's
this
dead.
to us. Please. Cookie.
Oh my god, the dragons, bro.
You were doing so well. No.
Yeah, no, she's dead. Alright, that's actually less important than Duran dying.
Cookie. Hormuk is just too fast.
Than Duran dying.
Hormuk was too fast for
I don't
them
think they
to
can still
punish.
win, but like I just don't know what like good is doing, you know?
What is good doing now? Wait, is Cookie on only 2 heroes? Where's Celeborn?
Hellborn's healing.
Ah, he's healing. Okay, Kirdan and Celeborn. Oh my gosh, if Celeborn was there, I think he could actually punish, but
Bro, did they
because he
think they could
had
win?
Celeborn healing, he didn't punish that.
Actually, Evil does think they can win because they just have no fucking mass. Like, what's good supposed to do? They have no mass.
They still have ways to scale. Like, if they
Do
can
they?
disrupt Zara, like Headcrash being a huge rat, actually kind of winning the game.
Cookie's still 4 heroes.
Yeah, but losing Gala like
no
that.
mass.
Gala's also
next-
AoE.
next-
The ability,
next
the
hero
attack is
game.
AoE.
It's just not. It's not rally. You know, it's not rally. Is the thing here. It's just Lamedon, and Lamedon is actually not that great of a base.
Well, okay.
Kind of.
Cookie is crumbling in the last 10 minutes, but Cookie is the only reason this game has gone 2.5.
Yeah, it's fair.
He
It's fair.
cannot. He cannot. be
Zoom should have been like
this.
so much more aggressive for so
We
much
cannot
longer.
be
Like
Cookie for this
Zoom
game.
could have cleared this out, opened up Zarek. I don't know why they haven't.
Low-key, like,
Oh
this is
my
like
god,
Pizzo for
this
losing
might be it.
Marvel
Gwai here
in
in
is
this
on
case is
Exo.
so good because he
This
kills
is
all the
also
mass.
on
Gwai here is
Proto
not
for throwing
bad.
Minotaur. This is on Zoom for kind of being AFK and also not doing a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zooming was kind of AFK.
And
He's
like,
kind of
he
throwing this for
threw, I don't know
sure.
if you guys remember this because it was 2 hours ago, but Arveleg and Argoleb died for nothing. And he just,
Yeah,
like,
they was
did
two
it somewhere
cannons.
else. He was like
Although
6
that was
heroes,
like
he just
that was
completely
why we
folded.
thought he
pushing
was like
Dunlin.
so evil favored for a while.
Like,
He was pushing
just-
Dunlin,
it didn't
he went
make him
Argoleb
push
for nothing.
Bro, yeah. The thing is, for a game to get to this point, every single player has had to have thrown.
Yeah, and pretty much Cookie had not thrown until right now.
Yeah, like Gala, Treebeard, Dwalin, he's been bleeding. He has been bleeding. He went from
God,
7
no,
heroes
he's-
down to 4.
I don't think
game.
they're supposed to go for Lamedon at this point.
No, it's not Lamb. He has to kill the elf base.
Zoom's
they
in here.
cannot kill Lamb. Lamb is unkillable.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Just
oh my
wait
god,
making
oh my god, oh my god, not Hormone.
Well, I mean,
please,
they
please,
actually
just
let him get.
Cookie. Oh, Cookie's lost all confidence too.
Yeah, he's playing super safe now. I can tell. It's
Well, I
changed.
mean,
Like he went
at
from
this point-
super
at this
cocky
point,
and
the
like
Dragon
diving and
Mass-
stuff.
So he doesn't
to, like-
the Dragon Mass is
This is the
pretty
play.
Has not done
I think
anything
this
right
isn't
now.
awful.
Cookie also
Gwai
killed
here.
this.
No, I
This
think,
is actually huge. I think
Cookie
Gwai
is
here
killed
kills
this,
mass.
this,
Gwai here
this.
has a ton of mass
Top of
killing.
this, he's the reason why they actually even got the exact same game here because he killed every single head crash and evil
my
Ninja.
Okay, if Gwai here dies immediately, that'll be
Oh
kind
my God.
of in it.
He's okay,
But not quite, not quite.
barely.
Like Cookie, like Cookie is the only reason good is in this game.
Gwai here
He's
should be
not had a
using
good
his
showing
AoE
since
right
he
now.
started
He can
walking.
attack while moving. Oh,
He's
George is gonna give up the
anyway.
spawn. They can build a lot more.
No, he sees.
Okay,
Bro, this
head
is
crash
fucking
recalls
good.
out to
Where
be
did this
safe.
go?
No,
Crazy.
Cookie just
Wait, where'd he
recalls
go?
here. Why'd he stop defending?
I mean, that's interesting.
The strategy in game calling's been bad because Exo mentally checked out after he lost Martel for nothing. They just gave up this for free, I guess. I guess they
Well,
decided.
no, it was Mario for
Gwai
core
here is
kill.
better.
It was a trade. It was a
Yeah, it was
trade.
Mario.
Yeah, but.
Bro.
Oh well.
No! Oh my God, Cookie, no!
I don't even know. Like you leave here just to then like lose it there. Like
Why?
why?
Not
Why are
like
you
this.
Good
was winning.
until like I don't even know, dude. I don't even
Paid
know.
actors.
He wasn't.
He just-
I
supposed to
can't
get
believe
caught.
it. Are you serious right
Dude, I
now?
think
Are you
Evil
serious?
wins.
That was
But Evil's gonna win,
Good's
like,
entire play. That means
they can't. They
that means we
buy
can't do
it now.
Zarek Doom for the longest time now.
Dude, they can't buy it. Yeah, they have no money anymore.
Cookie was such a
Oh, Gwai
carry.
here.
Cookie was playing so well, and then he does
Is
this.
this like an hour and a half game? Like another hour and a half?
All right, so I actually still think it's gonna take him like 2 hours to kill Lamedon.
I'm actually in so much
I think
pain.
Evil wins again. Good has such an advantage.
Can we executive decision draw this?
I don't think we can at this point. I think
it's
Evil
cool.
thinks they win.
Yeah, but can we executive decision draw this?
I think you can make
No,
it
not at this
next
point.
hero kill wins it. Next hero kill wins, I would say.
What the?
No,
That's
I think
cringe,
I think,
that's cringe.
Some bull.
I think when like both of them were kind of talking about it earlier, like an hour ago, you maybe could have like they offered a draw.
Oh my
So
God!
Good offered, Evil refused.
It went
then
from Evil
offered,
refusing to Good
refused.
refusing to Evil refusing again.
And now Good's refusing again.
I don't get it. They've been greeting so hard to just squeeze into places when there's so much vision they could have just denied at this point.
Yeah, well, that's like the thing, right? It's like Just kill
Yeah,
this.
like if they work for
kill
the
this,
long term, kill all
kill
these, kill these cannons.
Although, like, they've been really good about, like, both sides have been really good about vision this game, generally.
Yeah, but like,
But it's
there's a
usually
lot of
been
clearing
really
on
good.
like
Like-
Lothlorien specifically that makes it so much easier for good, and they
Good
just haven't
keeps
done it.
trying.
Yet. Like
Good
Zoom
keeps
has been
trying to do
AFK so
this.
much, and he could have cleared this out like an
Right.
hour ago.
Like good keeps trying to do this when they could just actually just kill this mass. Like I don't know why good is just not fighting head crash and then buying Zarek, you know? But they've decided to make
money at
this
this
so
point.
much harder.
I think
Well,
Cookie
yeah, 'cause
got
they decided to
timid.
buy
Cookie got
Eagles.
timid.
Well, the real confusing part is that they, well, like I said, there's still a vision, but I know they've been good about vision, but because they're not clearing it out and leaving so much free vision for them, they basically give away the predictable path they have to go.
Yeah, exactly. That's why like Zoom, for example, should have been clearing all this because he's just sitting here like this. He has an ARP here. Go out and do something. Like, you know?
Yeah. Although I think
So
you guys are underestimating, like, how scary the evil defense is, because the mass plus the Dunabeth is actually still a lot, and then Captain just can kind of BTFO anyone.
I mean, they've been.
It's more in the sense of it's less that they can just easy wipe this, but it's more like if you can kill a cannon here, cool. Your next push you kill one, cool. Right? Instead of just trying to drop Gunda 3 times and doing nothing.
Oh, Cookie going for the misdirection. I don't think
Right,
they have
he's
money for
finally
Zarek though.
walking
Do
out,
they have
too.
money for
Do they
Zarek?
have money for this?
Oh, but Headcrash sees it.
Dude, Headcraft is
They
just...
have the money for it.
Yeah,
Headcraft is
Orange.
literally the best
Orange
route.
is actually carrying Evil a lot
Yeah,
because
this
he's
is what
been
I'm
so
saying.
good
Like,
about
just
vision.
This vision has been really good.
What is
Yeah.
he doing?
You know where you sound.
He's going for ace, I think. I think he's going for ace.
No,
And he's trying to stealth around all
Scaffa
What the
migration. Oh
It's like
my
not even like
god.
okay, no. So here's the thing. This
Oh,
is
it's actually
good,
so.
but it's so
bad
awful
for
if they get
vision.
Zarek.
Oh, God.
It's, no. If Zarek gets bot here, good wins.
That's just true, isn't it?
If Zarek goes up, good wins now.
Wait, I don't think
People
they-
just decide to throw for some
I don't
reason.
think they can afford it, though.
Zoom can interdict. Zoom can get a bit of free damage off while but
What
Captain
are the
SC
odds
moves.
they can
Okay,
buy Zarek
if
right now?
both Exo and Cookie commit to Zarek, they can kill Scaffa and they
Yeah,
win
but
the
do they-
game
do they
straight
have
up.
the
I don't know
money
why they're
for
doing
Zarek?
this. It's such a risk.
But the thing is too is that even if this goes up, they don't get anything. They just spent money to lose the game.
why would
Yeah, I think they're
migrate
memeing.
forward?
I think they're memeing at this point. Like if Exo can clear out this mass, open up Zarek Doom. But
No,
do they have the
yeah.
money
I
for
don't know
Zarek
why
Doom
they're
because of that
Cookie.
Guay here fiasco?
Why isn't Cookie with him?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Where's
I don't know
Cookie?
why
Migrate
this.
to Moria.
Wait, where's
You
Cookie?
can't migrate to Moria and normal rise.
Cookies.
Oh.
Where's Cookie?
Where's Cookie?
Where's Cookie's arm?
He's going in from the south. Oh, they're trying to
Oh, he's
trade
just
out
going
ice
for
through
s-
this.
they're just
They're
going
not
for
going
ace,
for
I
the
guess.
big
I mean-
play. I don't think they had money for Zarek. Like, it's
They
just
probably
not
don't,
Zarek
because they
money.
bought Eagles, which is like wall.
Also,
but
Head Crash's
they're
mass
gonna
is
get
so
ace
scary
for
right
it
now
at
because
least.
it's all just range because it's all just ice mass.
They will get ace at least, which is something, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
That's
probably
really
that here.
good. No, it's really good. If they can
very good.
kill it.
like it's
But,
like
like,
Evil just gave up
is
a
Scaffa
spawn
killable?
for
Yeah, I don't know about this. I think
Yeah,
they're getting
that's
sleepy.
definitely a pseudo throw.
I
Like they
agree.
opened themselves up to so much risk.
Cookie!
Why is Zoom not here? Like Zoom has been full HP like perpetually on his heroes. It's so weird.
Zuzu's been.
He took like no damage in that fight. Like why?
Yeah,
No, yeah,
like,
actually,
they migrated
Yeah.
for no reason, and now like Zarek is still droppable too.
They
which,
weren't.
like,
They had, wait, when was the last time they hit Scaffa anyway?
Yeah, Zarek is kind of an int.
40
Zarek is
minutes
definitely
ago?
kind of an int.
Yeah.
Or I'm not Zarek. Scaffa migration is
Dude,
definitely kind of an int. I don't know why they're doing this.
Thing is, I think they're still fine.
I mean,
no,
okay,
Head
Head
Crash
Crash is
doesn't
out of the
mass.
game. This mass is like finite for
Wait,
him now.
no, but no, that was actually so awful for them because now they can actually kill Head Crash Mass and then go Zarek.
Yeah,
That was just awful in every single way.
like Adver can just strip singular mass units at a time.
Oh
Like-
my god. Okay, it's like winnable for good again.
Yeah.
It's winnable for good again.
Why'd they do that? That was so.
it's
That was such
actually
an int.
winnable.
That was such an
Blocked
int.
it off. Oh, God.
It's actually winnable.
Like the cannons aren't even that good
You
here.
think we
Like it's
cared
all about
about
being covered by
it?
Karn, but Karn's dead.
The best part too is that like they could actually totally still drop. That's the best part.
Yeah, like Zarek is still droppable. It like spawns cannons right next to Scaffa.
Oh no.
Wait. So if we kill Rogash, will we then deny draw?
Oh, but he's gonna get
They're
Dragon
saying that if Rogash
Patrols.
dies, they
The
can't
Dragon
push, which I think is
Patrols are
fair.
gonna change this game.
I don't think it does. I think they can just.
No, it doesn't do anything.
No, I'm saying that ironically. Of course, it does nothing.
Yeah.
Like maybe it
all they have to
chases off
do
Zoom Zoom.
Is please go fight. I know like they're not thinking this, but they just need to kill all of Head Crash's mask because he can't spawn anymore, and then buy Zarek
Yeah,
and they win.
like there are so many ways for good to win this, and Evil just
Although
wins this through
I
attrition
still
if good
think
does
that- I think they're
nothing. So it's
completely
like,
correct, though.
Okay,
I know.
EXO has a right idea. EXO has a right idea. Killing Singular Mass. There's so many ways you could have won this so
This is
long
a pretty
ago.
important push, though. If they kill Aglarond.
Oh yeah, that's
I mean, they
Cookie
might,
Mask
because no
gone. And
one's-
they're out of
Cookie's just
position.
sitting
Cookie,
here.
why are you sitting all the way down here?
Wait, no, does he
man,
realize?
AFK.
He does. This is really important. If they
What
kill
is he
Aglarond,
doing?
I think
Cookie,
that makes
no.
it okay.
Why is he
Cookie
sitting so
Mask.
far back? And there was no vision
was
up
just
there as
like-
well.
They
Oh,
just
they
need
just
to
gave
click
that
that
up.
evil
They just gave it up for
space
free. What was
for free.
that?
Look at
Wait, it lives?
Wait, hold on. If they
It
pull
lives for
back,
now.
for now, yeah.
Cookie.
Arvidu, Zoom's in
What
being
is
left for
this
dead, but yeah,
walking?
that's not gonna get punished.
What are either of them doing?
Dude, it's just late.
What
It's
are either-
2:40 in the morning.
What?
That's what's happening. It's the 2
You're too
hours.
tired, I
15
guess.
game.
Everyone
It's
just died for free. Why are you giving up
11:41 for Cookie?
Agrelon like this?
No. Cookie, unit. I know you won't want to. Genuinely watch the first hour of this game. Cookie played like immaculately. Like he's
He's starting to fall off now.
Yeah, he
But
played like a T1 almost.
He played beautifully. He did amazing trades. Like if trades at all, his worst trade was Thranduil for 3. That was Cookie's worst play this game in the first 2 hours. Was Thranduil for Evil Men. It was Thranduil for Evil Men. Like he's been playing beautifully, unbelievably. And then I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Oh, Zoom. I don't know. I just wish they would
I think
be
Zoom,
farming
yeah,
these.
Zoom is
stop
more aggressive.
working.
They won 30 minutes ago. There's so many
like,
things that
you-
could have done where they win 30 minutes ago, or
You see all
45 at
these
this
scans
point.
around the map, like at Edways, at like Drew, at like Fornos, like all these random turrets. Zoom could
Yeah.
just be farming that, and that would buy them.
Oh,
like,
Zoom has done
their-
nothing. I have never been complimenting Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom is kind of ending this game. Like it's so winnable. Like okay, what are good event options still? Ema Mule, Blue
They have
Mountains,
tons.
Nanual,
Mountains.
Mountains. Yeah,
Buzzra?
if Buzzra still is available, but there's no heroes anymore. But I don't think heroes are to play now even. It's like Guahir.
Just killing the wrong maps.
If Cookie had Guahir as well, like
Guahir would be such a big deal, but he decided to
yeah,
just
but
toss
then
that
it was
motherfucker.
just like instantly ended. Okay,
15K
but we are
lose
going
hero?
to see the next buy from Cookie. I think Ema
Was it-
Mule might
was
be
it
the play. They
14K?
need something close
Oh,
enough
I
to
never
defend.
thought. You know we did not agree with the Eagle buy. You know we didn't agree with the Eagle buy.
I think it could have been fine if they coordinated better, but it was kind of an end.
It would have been
It's actually
something.
okay if they're like deciding that they're going to keep it
Oh,
alive.
Horma's going down here. Horma!
Oh, he's dead.
No, 9 HP! Get down!
What's going on?
Wait,
Caliborn's fast enough.
Wow.
Oh,
That did not need to be a trade. That did not need to be a trade. But they get it. That's huge.
Disgusting.
Now
that
Captain's
good for
only
you?
heroes
Is that good for
Rogash.
you?
That's actually huge. Kirdan that's a good trade. That's such a good trade. It just didn't need to be a trade.
that's good for good, yeah.
So much pain.
This is okay. This game went from being
Like also if they
amazing
just
to,
use
like, being-
Kirdan's ability or any of the abilities, they also just get that. Like
This
is
is a tough
Arvidui's like thing just not off CD? Is Mithrander's thing
He
not
used
off
it.
CD?
Arvidui
What's
used it
Simpson
on
doing?
nothing.
He has full HP on all of his heroes. And
Arvidu-
he
where's
just let
Iwan
Kirdan
the
die
ability?
like that.
He uses ability and whiffed. He literally did.
All right, I'm going to go to bed because this is just going to go for another hour.
Oh my
I
gosh.
will ping you with the results for us of game one.
ends-
I think I'm going to bed. I can't
I
watch
honestly
this
would like
game
to see
anymore.
a Dunavet being used more, but that's just me.
Oh, well, you're gonna get your wish.
Yeah, there he is now.
I'm in so much pain from watching the last, like, hour.
It was such a fun game. Like this is so interesting. It's like painful fun at this point, but it's still like so engaging because it's like still so close.
I just can't wait to play a game too if we're actually gonna play it today.
I don't think you're gonna play today. I'm sorry.
I'm going to bed. I'm in pain from watching this game. It's been painful. It was immaculate. Or, well, from Cookie. I agree with Explosive. The first hour and a half, immaculate gameplay from Cookie, and then
Heck, meanwhile,
crumble in
Crash has been
real time.
AFK this whole game. Zoom has full HP on Arvidui. Get Arvidui in there. Oh well, Tharon. Okay. Man, if Cookie had like 7 heroes still, that would be so nice. Oh no! Caliborn! Caliborn! No! Click a do not! Click a do not!
He was literally just sitting there and everybody just kind of ran away.
Cookie on 2 heroes now. His hero advantage is gone.
I'm actually so disgusted. Alright.
I can't believe it.
That was terrible.
If Duran died, the game's over at this point.
So, okay, this is awful. This is so bad. Aduda should have died there as well.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Is Zarek still to play? Literally, Arvidui took 0 damage to engagement. If he just ran up Arvidui to tank or even just attack Aduna, Aduna would be at least be dead.
It's good losing in the game. It's entirely on Zoom.
Like, yeah. Like, Cookie brought it back so much and Zoom just does nothing. He's effectively AFK whole game.
I would like to call for a demotion of everyone in this game. Oh my god.
Head crash is a bit low. Orange pings it, but head crash is typing. Oh, he just runs the ARP. Okay, this is risky, but he gets it. He gets it. Oh, that's huge. But I don't think Cookie doesn't have the heroes anymore to punish Scaffa is the problem. If he had like 5 heroes, he can one-push Scaffa here and win the game. But he doesn't. He only has 2 heroes. He can't actually push that hard.
All his heroes for nothing.
And he just leaves. He's gonna let it die. Wait, what is this?
Oh, his Exo can defend it, I guess.
Oh, Exo can. That ARP is low. That ARP is scarily low.
Rally. He has Inspire. Exo has Inspire off cooldown.
Taking too long. They're getting a lot of cannons for free.
TP.
There are quite a lot of cannons for free. Meanwhile, Captain SC is actually pushing here instead. Oh my god!
Nah, he's
That's
not
a
gonna
lot
make
of cannons
Scaffa
going
this
down.
He doesn't need to kill it though. Killing cannons and head crash mass is finite. Remember.
Does Cookie just recall here and let Zoom
Those
solo
tanks are
hold
pretty
so he can
nice.
finish off Scaffa?
Zoom
That's
is
all of Head
fighting.
Crash's mass. Head Crash is out of the game, and Exo still has mass.
Zoom.
Oh, he's just clicking on Rogash. He's doing it.
He is dash.
Yeah, he has leap. He has leap.
I mean, he did.
All of head
Cookie
crash's
needs to
mass
recall in
gone.
here. Cookie needs to recall in.
He recalled his arc though. He
Imagine if they killed Aduna earlier.
so
No
dumb.
Aduna here makes it so much easier. Where's the
Arb is
Cookie
coming.
arm?
It's coming. It's at high pass.
High pass? Oh, it's going that way around. Oh god, if we get a drop here.
No.
No, Cookie!
I can't do this, man. I can't do this.
Is that just over?
Might be better actually.
Go
Might
back
be
and
better.
replay, he said.
That might actually help because Exo
It
can
might be
ball.
better. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Honestly, I don't think this game should go on any longer.
Axel's
Oh
been
my
checked
gosh.
out.
Exo is so mentally broken.
Oh my. The evil just vibing this entire game, though.
Exo has been so checked out as not even
Dude, like,
funny.
there's no like. Imagine if Cookie had 6 heroes right now. Oh my god, dude.
This is not an evil.
Yeah,
game.
if Cookie still had 6
I think
if
we
Cookie
just
still
all
had 6
got
heroes, they
caught.
win so hard right now because they got Zarek. If they made the Zarek play instead of White here, they would have won so hard.
This is awful, man.
This is awful. Somebody check in on Cookie. Where's Cookie?
Internet went
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna go to the team's chats real quick.
Yeah.
and
Wait,
just-
is Cookie
just-
still connected?
His internet went out, so he might just drop.
Oh,
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna go watch like someone else.
My internet zoom.
Cookie status. Can you reconnect? And he's gone.
This should be forced draw.
Okay, Cookie just disconnected. This is not ideal. From Discord.
He's dropping. He's gone.
My internet's out.
I think this is just a forced draw at this point. 'cause I don't think-
My internet is completely dead right now.
I mean, watching you crumble in real time was amazing.
If Scaffa dies here, good wins. If Cookie gets there in time, good wins. MM lost all their mass, MM lost all their HP.
No.
This is the worst time for Cookie to drop. Literally the worst time.
Larry, my internet won't be coming back up until probably 6 a.m.
Why?
Actually,
What?
Yeah.
Why does your internet go out for that long?
kill me.
Um,
Okay.
I won't be returning.
I guess.
And so the cookie crumbles.
The cookie does crumble.
The cookie crumbled.
Don't worry, Cookie. You played the best game of your life I've ever seen. You guys deserve this win. But you had some heavy weights on your team. You know, you were carrying some heavy weights.
All right, Exo.
He left.
All right, so
My hurt is
Exo's
just
gotta
Alright,
make sure Cookie's Arb doesn't die.
do
Do the Bravo if you want.
Yeah, I think there just needs to be a decision.
Exo, you can play on. I think Exo might be able to do something.
Explosive. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried so hard.
All right, let's see if the draw vote comes through.
Good says yes.
Good says yes.
And Evil's
Does
obviously gonna
Evil say no?
Wait, hold up. Like,
Oh, so actually, year.
Man, I think killing Scappa is attainable here. That was actually the worst time for Cookie to draw. We have been... Good was so close to winning the entirety of the second half of this game, and then they just, like...
I honestly think
Honestly, we were winning, I want to say.
this game could have went either way, honestly. I don't think it's like... I just...
If we got Scotha here, it would have been like...
I honestly think we should just force draw as like organizers and just play the game too.
Dude, this is game 3-1 and it's 3 hours in.
Yep.
I feel...
Say the same for fucking Orange.
Yeah, I won't be reappearing until like 6 a.m. EST.
Can't you connect your data to your computer?
No.
Well, I guess you already dropped.
Well, you already got dropped, so it doesn't matter
Yeah,
anymore.
you already got dropped.
Yeah, it's just
We
completely
can't-
gone.
I think we just force draw it.
Fucking draw this game. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry, Larry.
This game
I'm
is
sorry
winnable.
that it's going on for 3 hours.
No, okay, Cookie, you played so well, but if you guys made this play and you still had 6 or 7 heroes, just consider that.
Larry, we were trying to buy Zarek 2 hours before the game. We were trying to buy that with like 1 hour mark after Karn Doom died, but Headcrash was just sitting on it.
Headcrash
Yeah, well,
has
he
been
wasn't spawning
AFK.
master. If you guys
Like
just,
literally,
actually
Headcrash
fought
going
him, you
AFK is
would've
the
gone.
best play he could have gone for.
Honestly.
I do the rope. Ah, that was.
We can't keep having games like this.
GG.
wow.
Your soul. Dude.
Wow.
Wow.
This is the first draw of the tournament.
That was.
Oh, they drawed.
That was a game. That was a game. That was. I want to say that was the best and yet most painful game I've ever watched. That was.
That was game 1. We still have 5 more
game
games to do.
1.
Yep.
We'll have 5 more games. This has to be rescheduled for a different day.